Kid was in the car seat 42 minutes. The chest buckle was up at the throat.
For both of the babies, you left them unattended in the bathroom.
Now I'm just going to make him do tummy time now. You don't want to shut up.
I lifted up the blanket and I noticed he was laying on his face and he was purple.
What's the bruise on his head? Bruise on his forehead too.
The blood come
He came back, he wasn't breathing.
He had a bunch of on his head.
That happened because he has 2 older siblings. They went right.
So if you're covering for him or he's covering for you, that ain't gonna fly. I'll charge both because we have a baby.
In the United States, some of the most devastating calls officers respond to don't come from scenes in the traditional sense. They come from nurseries, bedrooms, and car seats. Rooms built for safety that became the last place a was ever alive. In this video, officers responded to 6 different cases where the people trusted to protect a child where the reason help was called at all. Children left in situations no child should be in. Who stopped breathing under circumstances that didn't add up. A found unresponsive in a bedroom while the adults responsible tried to explain what happened. Each 911 call ended with investigators asking the same question. What really happened in the hours before we arrived? Different homes, different circumstances, but the same failure at the center of it all. A child who depended entirely on the adults around them and the adults who didn't protect them. On April 18th, 2023, Orange County, Florida, a 911 call came into dispatch after a was found unresponsive in his car seat while the mother was not present. Officers later determined the had been secured in the seat for approximately 42 minutes, with the chest buckle positioned near his throat rather than properly positioned across his chest. Fire and rescue crews raced to the scene and immediately began CPR. I'm Jack, and this is Unpopular.
He has a feeding tube.
Come over here, can you please? Hey, who can give me the most information on him? Okay, okay, come over here, brother. Come here.
Hey, can I
Yeah.
You know how to put CPR pads on?
Figure it out.
We'll take care of that. I'm gonna give you the Alright.
Here,
take this off.
Cut that. Yeah.
You have scissors?
No. Just rip it.
Just rip it off. Hey. That's good. Do you check to see if he had a pulse?
Yeah.
No pulse? Okay, this got to go on his back. Here, cut that.
Yeah.
Cut it from here.
No breathing, right?
No. Alright, he's on. I'm going to put him on the monitor.
He has a feeding tube.
Alright, you want me to grab it? You want me to grab it?
Still,
No, I'm getting this.
when I came in, he was like this with his leg right. I don't know if he was trying to get out.
Maybe he's put down in the corner here.
Yes.
What do you need? You want this open?
Yeah.
So basically, you have him in the car seat here, and when
You got
down the hall
you got
or
suction?
something. No, go grab it. And then when she came back, he had slid in the car seat, like and then the shoulder strap or the chest strap.
Papa.
Flush, you got flush.
I popped the bag open
Are you
right there.
able to give me information then? I know it's gonna be hard. Are you able to answer some questions? Alright, that's fine. I just want you to stay back here so we can work though, okay?
Please, y'all save my baby, please. I was out there with my kids.
Something about a car seat.
Please, God,
I think you slid down a little bit. Maybe the straps.
What do we got? 38. What did we start?
Can you tell me what happened?
I was down here. I can't talk right now.
It's okay.
We're with FEMA, and she's displaced from the storm. So we're here doing on-site visits to people that are still displaced, going over their cases. We tried to get them a new home, and she came to her appointment, left, and then came back with the child. That's what happened on our end, but she's pretty skeptical.
The had undergone a tracheotomy approximately 2 years earlier, a procedure in which his windpipe was surgically opened to help him breathe. Officers on the scene were also told he had a follow-up doctor's appointment scheduled for the next day. Given his medical history, the positioning of the car seat's chest strap would prove especially significant.
You can do this, Alice.
I think there should be another blue in there.
Do you know what room they're staying in here?
Find out.
Okay, thank you.
He had trachea stenosis. He had surgery on his trachea.
Does he eat and breathe normally, usually?
Right now, 20 minutes.
I'm just saying, you want to do it in the back of the truck?
trachea stenosis. They had to cut his windpipe open and make it bigger so he could breathe because it was closing.
Okay. Yeah. How long ago was that?
About 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
This April made 2 years.
And you're supposed to have surgery tomorrow.
I'm gonna put a tourniquet on and just check real quick.
No, he was supposed to have surgery tomorrow. He has to go to a doctor's appointment tomorrow to check.
Okay.
C3, Papa! Papa!
Is anybody in that room?
I don't think so. The baby.
Where's 120 at?
Down to the right.
Thank you.
Can you open the door? 120! Oh! No. Sis! My baby's not breathing! Please, no! Please!
31 Avenue Circle.
Are you good? Okay, so we just need to drop an airway and
You'll see now that it's sick.
hey, next cycle just stop and let me see the rhythm, right? When you're done doing the next cycle.
Ma! C3 not breathing!
So Kevin's good, actually.
You want to just keep that?
Huh? I mean, it's an acceptable endpoint, but only because you have the fluids.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just secure the airway.
Make sure we got the cap on. Yep. Got resistance, good.
It's a boy.
We got a number 2. There we go.
Small squeezes. All right, so let's 10 minutes. Okay. 10 minutes. Let's give me that other second. Oh, yeah, actually, no, hold on.
You got that up, just another one.
I'm just trying to.
That's to your right.
Just keep going, bro, because it's going to be
No,
To the left, to your right. There you go.
I will need another flush.
No.
Hey, I need a suction.
Suction?
Yeah.
All right.
We got a French LT.
Small French catheter?
Yeah, probably a 14.
If there's nothing coming out, then we're gonna have to pull this tube then because we're not getting it. We're not getting anything.
Yeah. You got the
No cap, no?
No.
Yeah, we're not getting no catheter.
How long, when did that go away?
Like minutes ago.
No, just like a minute, probably a minute.
He was trachea stenosis where they had to cut his trachea, his windpipe, it was closing.
Okay.
So they had to cut it open to make it bigger.
Okay. Was there anything else? Does he have any other medical?
No.
Does he have to be on medicine because of that?
He gets albuterol, he starts wheezing, Pulmicort.
Just a few minutes, we're going to get him off to the hospital. Right now, we're doing it for you, okay?
I should have waited and everything.
Somebody give me a flush.
Please, God, I need you, God. God, you know I can't do this, God. God, please, God.
So we're getting like 36.
Can you breathe,
36
Mark?
at first.
He's going to compression.
Yes.
He can start throwing stuff. I've got it open, but I just need to start putting stuff in there. All of his business I've been on.
Hey, before we pick her up, just suction one more time just to make sure we get everything out. Okay. And then,
Take whoever you want. You can take them both. Or all 3. Yeah. That's fine.
oh,
Take whoever you need, bro.
all right. Did you just get the story?
Yep. So what is that? It sounds like she had him in a car seat on a chair or something. She left and it was like 20 minutes. I have no capital when I came back, and you know the little strapping. And I had more capital when I was off the stage. It almost seemed like she was trying to get out of it and it went down. Hanging out. She made it sound like
that's a little better.
And it went down. I'll try to get some chair. All right. I'll try to get some room.
I'm going to go up. Go ahead.
Yeah, ready? Take whoever. I told him take whoever. Yeah.
He told you where they're going to take him?
Yeah.
Arnold Palmer Hospital downtown. Do you know what that's at?
I can't ride with him.
I got.
That's up to them. I don't know.
Can I ride with y'all?
All right, I'll go.
Can I go can I ride with y'all?
Take it first.
Please, sir.
Do you know where Dr. Phillips is?
I don't know where Dr. Phillips is.
I'll give you the address. Rescue 53 is transporting a black male juvenile to Dr. Phillips.
Officers at the scene began reconstructing the circumstances surrounding the child's condition, noting apparent difficulties with the car seat's restraints and indications that the had slipped into an unsafe position. Investigators also determined that the mother was inside the building attending a scheduled appointment related to the family's ongoing storm displacement housing case at the time of the incident, ultimately disregarding the child's well-being during that time. The arrest came more than 2 weeks later after what officers described as a weeks-long investigation.
This might be her walking to the car. She came out that side door, long braids and like a leopard skin shorts. She's going to the car now.
Yeah, she's still there. We can just move in on her.
Step out. Walk back this way. Come here. Walk towards me. Is there anybody else in the car?
What am I being arrested for?
You have a warrant for your arrest. We'll explain everything to you.
Is there anybody else in your room that we can leave your keys with?
Is your kid in the car? No.
What am I under arrest?
The kid's not in the room, right? I'm trying to look out for you, that's all. You've got a warrant for your arrest.
What is the arrest?
You're going to be going to jail. I just want to make sure that there's no kids in the room.
Can I call someone?
Is your phone in the car? Okay. Where's it at?
In the front seat.
Okay. Is your wallet or ID or anything in there as well? Do you want that to go with you? We're going to take you to the detective and I'm going to explain everything to you, okay? They're going to explain what your warrant's for and all that, all right?
It's for my son.
You're going to have to talk to the detective. Can you watch her? She wants her phone and wallet and stuff.
You have your keys so we can at least lock your car up? Or are they already in the car? They're in the car?
You can't get there from here, sir.
Okay. I just want to lock it so nothing happens to it, okay?
So I won't get a bond at all?
You'll have to see a judge before you get one. The judge can't give you one. At first appearance, they can give you a bond.
Manslaughter on a child. The alleged incident was kid was in the car seat 42 minutes. The chest buckle was up at the throat.
So it's 2 charges?
Yeah, I believe so.
Mom going to jail. They're taking me to jail for manslaughter. Come to Orlando and get my keys and my car, my stuff. I don't know when I'm gonna get out. I'll call you back, Mom.
Turn around. Yeah,
you said I have a bond, sir?
It's usually like 20 grand or less. I say, don't hold me till I'll find out. What? None? On manslaughter?
At least till you see a judge.
You got to see a judge first.
The child.
That's why she has no bond then, because manslaughter always has
of a child. And this number go with her. So room 202, I'll leave them the key to your car. I put your purse down low so no, it's not visible, okay? And you said JoJo's gonna come pick up? Adrian Stokes? Okay.
Anything on you don't need to go to jail with, hold another charge you don't want. If you got something tucked your stuff somewhere, time to tell me. Grab a seat. Yeah, I just emailed you the warrant because it's not in the system when you run her, so I emailed you the hard copy.
Okay.
I guess CID didn't enter it into teletype. Yeah.
They wanted to talk to her, right?
No, straight to BRC. Straight warrant, straight to BRC. They're taking your phone as evidence is what they said.
The mother was taken into custody on May 4th, 2023. She was charged with aggravated of a child, aggravated with a firearm, mischief, negligence, and 5 counts of child. Just over a year and 4 months later, and nearly 1,200 miles away, officers encountered a home where the danger wasn't a lapse in supervision, but something far more sudden. Unlike the previous case, where a caregiver's absence created a fatal gap, this time the person responsible was in the room the entire time. On August 15th, 2024, at Gage County, Nebraska, officers responded to a residence after a 4-month-old baby stopped while being watched by his mother's boyfriend. The investigation expanded after officers discovered signs the had been hurt, disturbing messages about the and additional allegations involving a minor.
We literally woke up to Austin coming in and letting us know that he wasn't breathing.
Which one's Austin?
The taller one,
The guy outside here. Who's Austin? Does he live here too, or?
Yes, that's her fiance.
Is he the dad, or just?
He's the boyfriend.
Just new boyfriend? Okay. And so you live here?
Mm-hmm.
Just, okay. And you're Austin? Austin. And you're the one that found the baby?
I mean, I was laying in bed with him and he was fine and just trying to do tummy time because he was a little fussy due to upset stomach. So I've noticed a swaddle and tummy time tends to help, and I just put him on his tummy. The issue is I think it was in one of these divots in here, this little circle piece. I don't have a sheet currently. I think his nose ended up wiggling right into one of the flat spots, so he didn't have, and to be honest, like I said, it was about 10-15 minutes of in between of me checking on him. So.
And is this her baby as well?
Yes, this is Alexander.
And neither one of them are yours, right?
No, I'm just stepdad. Just stepdad trying to be the best dad for him is all.
Hi, baby. What's the bruise on his head?
He's a little rambunctious guy and loves jumping up and down on beds and will sprint back and forth in the air.
How long has he had that bruise?
I mean, a couple of days.
Who else lives here? Has anybody talked to you? An officer or anything? Get your name? What is your name? Ashlyn. Okay, what's your last name, Ashlyn? Zeitel. Okay. Can you tell me about this morning?
I was at work.
Till what time?
Just now.
Okay. So how did you get called?
Austin called me.
Okay. What did Austin say?
That he was unresponsive, and he's been trying to wake him up, and it's not working, and then I need to come home.
Okay. And so you came home, and then what happened?
He was unresponsive, so I started doing CPR and called you guys.
Okay. How long do you think you were doing CPR before you called? Do you know?
Seconds.
Okay.
Not too long.
Okay. Can you tell me what time you left for work this morning?
6:30.
And when you left for work this morning, what is your son's name?
Andrew.
Andrew. Where was Andrew when you left for work this morning?
Asleep in bed.
In
his bed.
In his bed. Where is his bed?
Next to my bed.
Is it the playpen on the floor?
One of them, yeah.
So he was in that playpen when you left? Okay, and then your other boy is Alexander. And where was Alexander when you left?
Asleep in his bed.
Okay. Can we look on your phone and see what time Austin called you? See what time that he called you on your cell phone?
11:54.
11:54 he called you? Okay. So he says he was doing tummy time with him and he couldn't wake him up. What was his words?
Andrew was doing tummy time in our room, and he went in to change Bubba and noticed that he wasn't responding. He wasn't moving or talking, so he tried to wake him up and it wasn't working.
How old is he?
He's almost 4 months.
Did anybody say we should call 911 or anything? Did that cross your mind at all?
Not at first.
Not at first, okay. And then when you got home, where was he?
On our bed.
He was on the bed? Was he on his tummy or his back?
His back.
What did you do at first?
I moved him to the floor, started CPR, and called you guys.
The mother told officers she had left for work that morning, leaving her boyfriend to care for her 2 children. Around noon, he called saying the was unresponsive. She rushed home, found the on the bed, began CPR, and contacted emergency services after arriving.
Can you show us exactly where the baby was laying when you found?
I'll just hop up here because I was actually laying in bed with him for a little bit.
Okay.
I was right here roughly, just on my phone laying out. He was about here to here, and his head was about here, and he was chilling, just moving around little things, you know. About a good 10-15 minutes in, I'm sitting there, and he stands up, and he's kind of like, I need a butt change, so stood up, tried helping him out, and he just kept looking at brother like, so I got up and tried moving him and seeing if he was responsive, and he wasn't. No, it was no more than 5-10 minutes of him being unresponsive max, because I literally just made him a bottle 10-15 minutes prior. Tried feeding him, tried doing the normals, nothing. Then I put him on his stomach, and he was just like, ooh, pressure on my stomach, relief. So I just kind of let him be, and he just did the normal shoulder movement, move head.
And he didn't want any of the bottle.
I mean,
he didn't take any of it.
I made a 4-ounce bottle, and it looks like it's about still 4 ounce, so he didn't take but maybe a sip or 2.
You never vomited or anything like that?
No. That's why I checked his diaper as soon as I realized he was unresponsive to make sure he didn't defecate or anything like that. Yeah. It wasn't wet to the touch or anything like that, so his bowels didn't just drain or nothing.
Is Jason biological dad?
Yes.
You don't think you rolled over on him or anything?
To be honest with you, I just took a bus ride back, so I'm pretty exhausted. I took a 2-day bus ride. I might have had my big leg roll over on him a little bit, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I did. I didn't feel any warmth or any skin on skin when I was half asleep, but I don't know.
It looks like there's a lot of potential.
Yeah, absolutely. The other child had a big bruise on his forehead too.
Where's the blood come from? What's that all about?
Where do you see it?
There's blood here, there's blood underneath here. That's like a poking or something, or some sort of tension hurts or something.
Had Austin called you at any time between 6:30 and 11 when you left and 11:54 when he called you?
No, but we were texting on and on.
Okay. Anything in those texts that mention anything about the kids at all?
A lot. That Bubba had a granola bar for breakfast.
Okay.
Andrew ate a bottle and was fussy. Still, yesterday was fussy.
Andrew was fussy yesterday. Is that unusual?
Kinda. Do you have kids?
I do. I have a grandson too.
That sound they make when they gotta burp.
Okay.
He was constantly making that sound, even trying to burp him this way, this way.
Okay.
And then I got a lot of burps out of him last night, so I figured, okay, he just had a lot of burps in
Air.
him, and that's why he was fussy.
Okay.
So when we stop, I think we're going to start. Do you want mom and dad to come in right away? Do we want to wait? What do you guys want? Because I'm sure this is an evidentiary now with everything. So what do you guys want?
I'd really like to get some pictures before mom and dad come in.
Don't touch me.
Okay, I was going to see if you needed somebody. You don't need anybody?
My sister's on the way.
Okay. What's your sister's name?
Cassie.
Okay.
Austin, right?
Yeah.
All right, come over here for a second, all right?
What's up? There's a lot of concern right now because Andrew, right?
Yes.
The baby. There's a lot of bruising on that baby.
I've told the other officer, so I panicked when he stopped, when he wasn't responding. I tapped the head, trying to...
These aren't taps.
I didn't do anything else besides tap, and the C-clamp on I did yesterday, he got a lot of hair on him, stuck to him due to just being sweaty. So I did C-clamp underneath. It's for the cutting right there. It wasn't a cut, it was from my nails. I recently cut them because of that. I would, he'd put his pacifier in and he would have it there and wouldn't take. So I'd lift his jaw, and I used to just do it with a thumbnail, not thinking. Other than that, the bruising on his forehead is from a couple days ago from his brother spiking a cup on him. I mean, I wasn't even here for that. I was out of state, actually. I don't know that there'd be any other thing besides another scratch on his stomach from my thumbnail or pinky nail or something.
Well, I appreciate that. So we're gonna go figure out, I guess, where we go from here, because I got to be honest with you, we're thinking that somebody may have caused this.
Right, and can I at least see Ashlyn here soon to comfort her, more or less?
She's not here.
I know, but she's at the hospital,
right,
which is where we were routed to until we were called over here.
Yeah, we'll see if we can facilitate that. So I'm assuming we're going to wait until the autopsy, until if we should make any arrests or anything, the autopsy is going to probably determine that.
As officers documented the scene, they observed on the infant and began treating the as potential criminal. The boyfriend attributed the physical harm done to accidental scratches, tapping the child while trying to wake him, and other innocent causes. However, an autopsy later determined the suffered non-accidental trauma, including in multiple areas of the head and ribs. According to court records, the findings were consistent with shaken baby syndrome.
Bio dad is Jason Richards. He's here. Jason said the last time he saw the baby was August 10th. He babysat him, or he had him. He took a picture of him that day. He showed me that picture. Baby, no bruises on his face. Between that date and today, both Mom and Austin have sent him pictures on Snapchat of the baby. He showed me those pictures. I was able to look at them. I didn't see any bruises. He saved them so we can look at him. I was told that the roommate said that the older boy has had the bruise on his head for a while. I went in to ask Mom about the bruise being seen, and I said, "Oh, how long has he had that bruise on his head?" And she said he got it yesterday when he fell down at home.
I haven't seen him since Saturday, and I haven't responded.
You didn't have any of these bruises on Saturday. I mean, that's a lot of bruises for a short time frame.
I want to talk to you mom to mom, okay? I know it sucks that you have all these cops asking you questions. I believe me, I get it. But we want to do what's best for your son, okay? We want to figure out what happened, why it happened, and how it happened. And to do that, we have to ask these questions, sweetie.
If you look at the situation, we have Austin with the person taking care of him at that time. We probably can't have Austin around Alexander for a while until we know what happened. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I did get a hold of the funeral home, so they're going to come get him, okay? And then I'll go to Omaha. And then I gave them Mom's phone number, so they'll be contacting you then, okay?
More than 4 months later, investigators re-interviewed the mother after the case expanded beyond the infant's. During the investigation, authorities also examined allegations involving a 15-year-old girl who had babysat for the family. Investigators questioned the mother about her relationship, the girl's involvement with the household, and events that ultimately led to additional charges.
As far as the proffer interview goes, there's obviously some things that we'd like to get accomplished. There's some things that you'd like to get accomplished, okay? So basically, the charges that we want to cover are obviously the child resulting, and then okay, those are the two things that the only road I'm going to go down, okay? Had you ever dated Austin?
Not up until now.
Not up until now, okay. Did you know Austin is that type? I guess, to be blunt? No?
No.
Did you ever purchase any or anything from him?
No.
No? Okay. I'm not saying that you were a user or anything like that. I'm just, trying to go out, go down the relationship. To be blunt, would you consider Austin manipulative?
At times, yeah.
At times. How long were you dating before you decided to move in with each other?
A couple months.
2 months. And during that time, everybody good and trained on how to take care of Andrew, along with Alexander. Any outside help with the children? Mm-hmm. Okay, babysitters? Mm-hmm. How many different babysitters you think?
2.
2. And who are the babysitters?
Harley and Dixie.
How would you get a hold of them? Text them?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that, you needed a babysitter with Austin?
Because Austin was worried with how small Andrew was. He was scared he was going to hurt him.
Why?
Because he's so big.
Because he's big? Would he holding him? Like, laying there? I guess...
He'd hold him, but he'd be really stiff and... Okay, take him.
Yeah? Okay. And were you like, okay, I understand that you're big. I'm afraid of you holding my child too? Is that Or were you like, what?
I get it.
So when you would go and it would just be Austin, would you call Harley and Dixie?
I'd message him.
Who was more good about coming over? Was it Harley or Dixie? Who was more reliable?
Dixie.
Some tough questions. Dixie come over. How old's Dixie?
15.
15.
16 now.
16. Okay. Would Austin ever message Dixie or Harley about coming over to babysit?
If I was busy.
If you were busy? Okay. Were you okay with that? With him talking to them? So Harley would come over, correct? Obviously, you know, as far as some of the allegations go, at what point would the relationship with Harley start developing? When you notice there could be some type of relationship between Austin and her.
I'm just sitting too close.
Did it bother you? Because you were cheated on once before, correct? And so, did you notice some flirting?
Not directly.
Not directly. What about, did you see any messages
I've seen notifications.
from Harley on his phone?
A lot of notifications, yeah.
So, at what point in time did you know that there was a relationship between Harley and Austin?
I'm not for sure on an exact date.
Do you remember when it was like, ding, what triggered it?
A message.
What the message say?
I don't remember exactly, but it was...
On nature? Or was it a picture? Did you see his messages too? Okay. Can I ask you a hard question? You left one boyfriend right when you knew that he was cheating on you. Why wouldn't you have left Austin at that point in time?
Because he treated me and the boys really good.
Did you guys get in an argument? But you're okay with it?
He said he'd stop.
When did you find out that he didn't stop?
A couple weeks later.
Did you see another message? Or maybe a picture? Was it on Snapchat? Or was it a text?
Snapchat.
Snapchat? I'm going to put this bluntly. You were okay with him cheating on you because he treated the boys okay. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So when you were in the argument, would he get upset that you were mad?
Yeah.
Did you find that odd?
Kind of.
Would you consider him controlling?
A little bit.
Is there anybody else he was talking to?
Not that I know of.
Had you seen these? As far as showing you those, I'm not looking for a reaction. It just shows, to me, what he thought of you versus anybody else. How old was Harley? 15. The mindset of Austin to be able to share a picture with, I'm assuming you guys loved each other, correct? You say you loved each other. Do you believe he loved you? I'm asking, not just based on that.
I thought he did.
Does that show somebody maybe a little different than what you thought? I'm not looking for you to go down that road. I'm asking because I want to know your logic. I want to know, honestly, to put it blunt, I want to know your common sense. You know, how you feel, how you see it. Do you see it the same as I do? Do you see it the same as, investigator party? How did it get sold to you that this was okay and that you should join it?
Austin said he was going to kill himself.
Okay, so I'm trying to put it in how I perceive it. So he's like, hey, this is what I need. I have to have this. Tell me how that conversation went.
He basically told me that he's not a monogamous person, and if he doesn't get Holly, then he's going to kill himself.
But you didn't know all this was happening in the background, correct? Did he tell you that we're not going to do this anymore without you? Or how did that go down?
Just that they wouldn't do it behind my back.
Were you okay with them doing it in front of you?
Not really.
Did you ever have threesome with them? Okay, how many times?
Once.
Once. Tell me how that got planned out.
Austin.
What did he say?
He wanted it for his birthday.
How did that conversation go?
He told me that he wanted a threesome for his birthday.
So, you were okay with watching him have sex with another girl. Am I correct?
Having sex with me and another girl.
And another girl. And so, at some point in time, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm okay with this. And so, was there a plan for that night? What was the plan?
For her to come over.
Do you know how old she was?
15.
15. Did that bother you at all? Okay. Did you know that it was probably illegal? Okay. And so that didn't stop you? And why?
Austin wanted it.
Austin wanted it. Okay. Did he tell you his fantasy of what he wanted done, of how he wanted it done before she came over? And you were okay with that? Why?
He wanted it.
He wanted it?
It was his birthday.
Okay.
Would you classify it as you were okay with it, or would you say that it was something you had to do to keep him? Because that's the feeling I've got from talking to you. It wasn't something you wanted to do.
Because it was something that Austin wanted. Did he threaten to kill himself a lot? Do you ever know of any attempts? What attempt?
He tried to strangle himself in OD.
OD on what?
His meds.
His meds? What kind of meds was he on?
I don't remember all of them, but he was on with him.
With him? Okay.
And a couple others.
Did he tie a noose?
Used a belt.
He used a belt? Did you catch him?
I stopped him both
You stopped
times.
him both times? Do you believe if you wouldn't have stopped him, he wouldn't have stopped himself? Okay. So she comes over. Did you have anything to drink, loosen you up? Did you have some Delta, maybe to make things a little bit better, easier? What about him? He had
I think so, yeah.
Delta, any alcohol?
Maybe. I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay. Did he guide it? Okay. Did you guys start out in the living room, or was it straight to the bedroom?
We hung out in the living room for a little bit.
And did what? Did he say, like, hey, start kissing, you know, I want to watch you too?
He just started kissing me.
He started kissing you? Okay.
And then he stopped and started kissing her.
At this some point in time, are you watching this and are okay with it?
And then I was watching.
Okay. And what was your mindset? Did it bother you?
This for him.
I portray myself sitting there watching my wife kiss somebody else, and I have, like, my heart sinks, correct? Did you have any of that feeling? So,
It bothered me.
with the type of person I know, what I believe that you are, I think it would bother you. Okay, at any point in time, did clothes come off?
We went upstairs first.
You went upstairs first, okay, and the babies?
We were downstairs chilling.
They were okay, okay, one was in his high chair? So the three of you go upstairs to whose bedroom? Was it Christina's or Austin's? Austin, he still had a bedroom there, okay. Just go ahead and guide me down how it all went down.
Austin and I started kissing, taking each other's clothes off. He started kissing Harley, taking her clothes off.
What, at any point in time, were you kissing Harley?
Kissing.
Okay. Were you guys kissing each other, all three at the same time, like back and forth? Was he touching you? Touching your, fondling you? Okay. Were you, at some point in time, I'm assuming all of you were, okay. Were you watching him fondle Harley? Was he touching her? Okay. Was he, did you see that?
Not that I saw.
Not that you saw. Did you ever touch her?
I put on her.
You put on her? Okay. So, as far as foreplay goes, was there
On Austin.
on Austin by you
And Harley.
and Harley? Okay. So she gave him. Okay. And were you guys going back and forth together? Okay. At some point in time, does he start having sex with her first or you?
Her.
Her? Where were you at while they were having?
On his face.
On his face? Okay. So she was on top of him, and then you were sitting on his face, and he was giving you... Okay. Did Harley look like she was enjoying herself? Okay. She enjoyed it. Did Austin? Okay. And where did he?
And Harley.
In Harley? Okay. So that kind of ended it. And that was while he was on top of her? Or, I'm sorry, she was on top of him? Okay. And at this point in time, you're sitting on his face, right? Was there conversation after?
I don't know. I got up and got dressed because Andrew was fussing.
Andrew started fussing. So at any point in time, was he fussing during the middle of it? Could you hear him? Okay, you noticed it at the end? Okay. What about Alexander? He was chill. So you get dressed and you go downstairs. Awkwardness? Was there any awkwardness afterwards? With you? Was Austin okay with it?
It seemed like they were okay with it.
Hardly talk about it? Like, hey, that was great?
She said it was good.
Said it was good? Okay. Did you feel used by Austin? Did you ever talk to him about that?
No.
No? Why not?
I don't know.
If you want to see some of these, I can show them to you. But he goes on to talk about how he's going to leave you. You're talking about her possibly being pregnant. He says here, I'm cheating to talk to you. And if she's not pregnant, they're going to try again.
The messages that she saw you were basically led up to the point where Austin had gotten hold of you about something that had happened. Did he phone call? Did he snap you? Did he...
All of the above.
All of the above.
He tried calling me. He snapped me. He texted me. Basically told me I needed to answer. And so I answered, and he told me that Andrew wasn't responding. He wasn't waking up, and it didn't seem like he was breathing.
Okay. And this was during a phone conversation? I'm not privy to a lot of this. Was this a Snapchat call? Was it a Facebook call, or just a call from phone to phone?
Phone.
Phone to phone. Okay. So he says, hey, something's going on. Did he tell you he's not breathing?
Not responding.
Not responding. Okay. Did he make any sort of statement like, hey, I don't know what happened, or did he say how it could have happened? How Andrew is not being responsive at that point in
He
time?
said, I don't know what happened. I just woke up.
How did you reply?
I said, calm down, call 911. Let me talk to my bosses. I'll be on my way in a minute.
So you told him to call 911 right away. Okay, and what did he say?
Hurry up.
Did he say, I'm calling 911?
No,
Did he say, I'm not calling 911?
I don't remember if he did or didn't.
Okay. Did you think about calling 911? Were you like, boy, he's not going to call 911?
I kind of assumed he would call. I was speeding.
You were speeding? Yeah, of course, right? How many times do you think you told him to call 911?
2 or 3.
2 or 3?
The mother told investigators she repeatedly instructed her boyfriend to call 911 after he reported the was unresponsive. Instead, he continued calling her while she drove home. Investigators later confronted her with evidence that contradicted his account, including phone activity suggesting he had not simply awakened before finding the infant.
You get to the house, come running inside. Where's Andrew?
On my bed.
On your bed. Did you ask Austin? Did you call 911? Has anybody called 911? What does Austin say?
No.
What's Austin saying?
He was answering my questions that the 911 person asked that I didn't know.
In this time, you get there, you perform CPR. Austin doesn't call 911. You confronted him about that?
After everything happened.
After everything happened, and he just says, my focus was on calling you. Did you ever think that was right? Did you ever think, no, there's more to this?
I mean, I understand the thought process of calling the mom, but the mom is telling you to call 911, so why didn't you?
And what does he say?
Well, I don't call 911.
And what did you think about that?
And that was...
Was there any talk about what had happened between you and Austin?
I mean, he apologized.
What did he apologize for?
Just the fact that he was gone.
He didn't apologize for anything else? Do you believe Austin is your child?
At first, I didn't.
Do you remember the conversation you guys had that morning? Okay, because he told you he just woke up. But according to Snapchat, he has been Snapchatting people for the last hour before you got home. So that tells us he's not sleeping. So he says, I'm just leaving. I'm not qualified to take care of kids. And to be honest, I feel like it's the only reason you have me around is to use me as a babysitter for the kids that aren't even mine. I love them. My heart hurts, but hurts even more with them not actually being mine. And you said, that's not why I have you around. And he responds and says, I feel like it is when all I seem to do is take care of the boys and get... So okay, babe. Babysitter and your babysitter. And you said, that's not why. And he said, so the money, or you want my kid next, or on to the next baby daddy. Me and Bubba are you when you're off. And he says, I love you, Ash, and our son, me and our son are doing that today. So that still kind of confuses me about the message shortly before this about Bubba and him you when you're off. Because I know you guys refer to Alexander as Bubba. And then he responds again, 4 minutes later, I love you, Ash, and me and our son are doing that today. Does that message about Bean make any sense? So I'll be honest, that message has bothered me since the first time I've ever seen these. And at the same time, he's messaging Harley. Do you see what Bean looks like in that picture? Do you see any bruising on him?
Do you remember when this picture was taken?
I don't remember the exact date, but I took it.
Did Bean look like that on the 15th when you left for work?
He had some bruises on the side of his head.
And where did that bruising come from?
Austin.
So you say there was bruising on the head from Austin. What happened?
Austin said that there was a hair down his throat, so he had to hold his head to get it out.
There was a hair down his throat, so he had to hold his head to get it out. Did you believe him?
Yeah, because his swaddled wrap thing is fleece, and it traps a lot of hair.
So he held him hard enough to get a hair from his throat. Okay.
Did you see Bean in the hospital that day? Did he look like that when you left that morning for work? Okay, so does that tell you that something happened in that time frame? Do you want to know how Austin has been talking to Harley after the baby passed away? Do you want to see them, or you just want me to tell you?
Tell me.
Okay. He's annoyed about how much you're crying. Feels like he has to walk on eggshells. And so that also goes alongside of what we have read through these messages and seen. As somebody, if I'm with somebody in a relationship and I lose my child, I'm going to tell you right there, if you have no support there for me, then he never cared about that baby in the first place. There's no way you can move on that quick from losing a child and not be crying.
You told him 3 times to call 911, and he says, I don't call cops. He tells you he does not want to go back to prison while you're there with your child. You didn't know any of what was going on in the background, and we know that. Do you know about his cell phone that he had Brady get rid of? What do you know about it?
That Austin asked Brady to get rid of it so he can get a little bit of money on our books.
Did he tell you this, or did he tell you this through Christina?
He Through Brady.
Through Brady?
The day that you guys were arrested, there was also a search warrant served for Austin's cell phone. Did Austin produce?
I was at work, so I don't know.
Were those there before you left that morning?
A couple of them.
All of them? What were there when you left?
He had a bruise around his mouth from Alexander, and then bruises on his side.
Okay, what weren't there?
The officer pointed out some bruises on his legs.
On his legs, okay.
These are your guys' text messages from that day. At 7:10 in the morning, Bean's pissing me off, but I'm about to get up and leave. I told I'm not watching him specifically anymore. They don't like waking up to help. I'm assuming he's talking about Shy and Brady. And you said to put them in their bed if he needs to. No, I'm just going to make him do tummy time now. You don't want to shut up. I'll just make him lay on his stomach and have less oxygen either. You're going to pass the out, and I'm going to roll you on your back. You're going to lift it, Lila, and figure it out. Do you remember those messages?
Vaguely.
7:12, right after that, you say okay. And then he says, woke up to May again, took him out to cuddle just for him to scream. But now that he's on his stomach, he's just barely wiggling his head. I still see him breathing, so I'm not too concerned, but he's not yelling anymore. So, I mean, this is at 7:13 in the morning. It's pretty early in that day. And you said, I was hoping I got all the burps out last night. He had a lot. I'm glad he's quiet. And he said, I mean, asleep or quiet? Because he's on his stomach. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he passed out due to the fact that he wants to keep yelling at me like a d***, and I have his arms halfway out of his one thing, so I mean he can pick himself up. He's just choosing to be a d*** and cry about everything instead of picking himself up, so I'm going to let him pass out more or less, and then rolling him over and see if he's still alive and awake, and he cries at me again. So I just put him back on his belly, and he's content, and he just keeps sobbing into the bed. That's at 7:18 in the morning. Would you consider him being frustrated with the baby at that point?
Mm-hmm.
I know he had certain nicknames for the kids. Was a normal nickname for?
When he's frustrated.
When he's frustrated, okay. Because I know he calls Alexander. Okay.
That comes from my sister.
Okay, well, personally I'm going to tell you that's not an appropriate thing to call a 2-year-old. You know, it's not going to make anybody look good. You said he'll be fine to stay on his tummy. You don't have to roll him over. That seems to be the only thing to help. And he says, I just don't want him more hurt. I may have just seen Bubba's in the air, so I may have smacked it and hurried up and hopped in bed. He just woke up so confused. Can I be honest with you about something? That day, I was still a school resource officer, and my boss asked me if I could bring a phone up, or a camera up to the hospital. And I didn't know why I was going up to the hospital. Okay, I'm a mom. Still didn't quite know. Talked to the officer that was on scene, asked if she needs help with anything. And she walks me into the room and I see your son laying there. That is not an easy thing to see. 9 years working down here, that is my first baby that I had seen deceased. I don't want to re-show you it, but I think you need to see, and I also want you to show us what bruising that you remember being there, as opposed to the hospital when you left for work that day.
Did his face look like that before you left for work?
No.
What you can't see in this picture is he also has scratching underneath his chin. He has bruising back here. There's bruising on his limbs. I've had children. They've been 2 months old or 4 months old before. They don't move around enough to get self-sustained bruises on limbs and stuff like that.
You know, we hear it constantly. The cops are just out to get me. The cops are just out to get me. We just try to get to the truth and how we see it and how I believe how you can see it today. Do you want to take her out, have a cigarette, and then I think we're pretty close to being finished, and then we'll go from there.
The man pleaded not guilty to committing CA resulting in first-degree SA and committing SA. The woman was also charged with first-degree SA. The arrest affidavits related to the assault investigation remain sealed. Just over 3 months later, and nearly 550 miles away, officers arrived at a home shaped by a very different kind of history. Unlike the previous case, where investigators worked to untangle what happened during a single caregiver's hours alone with a child, this family had already been through months of separation and reunification, with unresolved questions about who could be trusted around the children in the first place. On November 27, 2024, Curry County, New Mexico, officers were called after a 1-year-old boy was found when his mother returned from preparing Thanksgiving dinner. The child had been in foster care for 11 months and had returned to his mother's care about a month earlier.
Ms. Phillips, my name is Officer Harrington. This is Officer Reyes. You understand in situations like this, we have to visit with you. You understand all that?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what happened today with the baby?
I gave him his breathing treatment because he had asthma. Dr. Vickers prescribed. His asthma was clearing up. And he was breathing normally, no fever, no coughing, no wheezing, playing normally. I fed him dinner, gave him his bath.
You said foster parent?
Yes, I'm currently fighting the state of New Mexico. I know my kids are the whole child.
And your birth mother, too.
I'm the birth mother of Callie.
Callie, that's how you say his name? And then, so then what happened with, you said he was playing normally and stuff?
Yeah, then we fed him dinner. And then we gave him his bath. I got him lathered in his lotion because he has dry skin because of his asthma. I got him dressed. I put him in his crib. There was nothing in his crib besides his boppy pillow, which is a normal thing that infants use.
Yeah.
And I laid him on his back because it's sleep safe. And since our case is still open, I'm going through every step that I know to make sure they stay home and not get taken again. And then after he fell asleep and he was breathing, and then I went to go stir the mashed potatoes. I was cooking Thanksgiving dinner. And when I came back, he wasn't breathing. And I went through the classes on his asthma if he ever stopped breathing for a short period of time. And to give him CPR, mouth to mouth, or give him until warm bath because he started his flow again. And I did all three of those, and those didn't work. So I called 911 at the same time getting out of the bath. And I covered him with the jacket and ran outside because they said the ambulance would be here within 5 minutes, and it was taking longer. And my mother instincts just kicked in because the longer that it takes, the longer he doesn't breathe. So I jumped in the car and started it to take off, and then that's when the ambulance pulled up as soon as I turned my headlights off. I got out of my car and left everything in there, keys and everything. I ran to the ambulance.
And how long?
It was 8 minutes, and they said he was responding, and then they got a pulse, and then I don't know from the time I'm okay to here, it just stopped again, and they couldn't get it started.
So he's had a history of respiratory
He
problems?
has a history in being in and out of the hospital during his entire infancy while being in foster care, and we only got told only when he was in the hospital on the respirator.
So how long was he in foster care?
11 months.
So since he was born?
Yes. He got ripped away from me 2 days after he was born.
Okay. I just went in there and took a look at him and noticed that he had a bunch of bruising on his head that was pretty sick.
That happened because he has 2 older siblings. They like to fight over him. I have him on the floor trying to crawl or get ready to stand and walk. And his sister likes to play with him normally, but his brother is 3, so he's a little too playful. He doesn't know the meaning of be easy because he's used to playing with other 3-year-olds.
I mean, those bruises are pretty significant. It's all over the side of his
Yeah, he
hand.
fell and hit because he was standing up, pulling himself up on the tour shelf, and I don't know if he lost his balance or if had grabbed him to pull him down so he wouldn't get hurt, and he hit his face.
And what kind of concerns did Dr. Vickers have after he saw the bruisings and stuff?
He just had concerns about what happened. Just told him his siblings trying to fight over which one can.
When you got Colleen back from foster care, what kind of condition was he in?
Very wheezy and couldn't breathe and stuffy nose. That's why I made his appointment that same day. I did not see the same day. We were prescribed the other asthma treatment from Dr. Vickers, which helped clear up the fluid in his lungs.
And the other 2 children, did they remain in your care or did they go into foster?
No, they were in foster.
Did they all go to the same house?
Yep. And when that happened, my daughter went from a happy baby and pretty healthy to she lost weight and ended up with pneumonia.
Did Kalian have any bruises on his head when you got him back a month ago?
No. And I don't know if the resource parents did anything about it, but then when we got him back and we seen that, we started teaching them that's a no-no or discipline them or put them in timeout if they get too rough or hurt them.
Okay.
I was at work that night that happened.
So you don't think that somebody else caused the bruising on the side of his head besides your other 2?
No, for a fact it was one of our other 2 because they like to play with a fight for him.
Okay.
Like they try to fight which one can hold him and play him.
Was anybody doing CPR on the baby before you got hold of him? You were? When the EMS arrived, was the baby still warm to the touch?
No, he was warm to my touch.
Was he limp?
His arms were.
His arms? Had he turned blue already?
His lips started turning blue.
How come he was in custody of the state of New Mexico?
Because when he was born, I have a problem with in front of me. But I got the addiction under control and I got help. haven't used since they ripped him out of my arms in this hospital, no less.
Where's your husband at?
He's at home with the other two.
He's at the home with the other two kids?
My mother instincts kicked in. He didn't even know what was going on. It happened too fast. I took over.
So he doesn't know what's going on?
He knew what was going on, but he didn't know what I was doing. Because our mother instinct kicked in.
And how old are the other two again?
My oldest is 3 and my daughter's 2.
Okay.
So the baby was with CYFD?
Yep, for 11 months. From the day he was born until October 23rd.
Okay, what we're gonna do, you gave them permission for us to go to the house. They'll give you a ride to the house. And we're gonna follow. What we're gonna do when we get there, we're gonna go through a series of stuff where you're gonna place the baby like you found the baby when you put it to sleep. And this is stuff we have to go through since it's an infant that passed, okay? Nobody's judging or anything else. Just try and be honest with us, okay? Because we're gonna be taking pictures as we go.
Did he have an addiction as well?
No, well, he drinks occasionally, but he hasn't been drinking. We only drink on special occasions, which is his birthday or mine. And we always make sure my mom's here to watch the kids.
Did they tell you what it was that he had?
Yeah, the asthma's.
Just asthma?
It developed into asthma after being on a breathing machine to breathe for him his entire life. That's why he don't like doctors. But he was born healthy with strong lungs, so I don't know what the point, but what happened. And same with my daughter. She was healthy. She was chubby in the cheeks, and then next time I seen her on Christmas, if I have my phone, I'll show you. She lost weight, and to me, it felt like she was fragile. I was afraid to pick her up without snapping her. And she ended up having from one pink eye to a cold to ammonia, all in one day. And then my oldest had bronchitis, which he shouldn't have gotten again because he had it when he was 6 months, and I nicked that in the as soon as I found out. So I don't know what the foster parents were doing, but all 3 of my kids ended up getting sick and their health was deteriorating.
You know, has he ever been hit with anything, whether something on a shelf that fell down and hit him also, anything like that?
No, because I have those organized.
Okay.
And I make sure his siblings don't hit him or aren't too rough with him because if they try to get too rough or they start fighting really aggressively over him to a point where he gets really upset, I give him time out because I don't know what the foster parents did if they just let them do whatever. But they've literally went from listening to me to fighting back or arguing back. And so they're slowly learning to finally listen again.
Investigators confirm the infant spent his first 11 months in foster care before being returned to his mother's custody about 1 month before this incident. She tells officers she found him after stepping away to cook and that resuscitation attempts failed before paramedics arrived. Officers also noted on the child's head, which she attributes to rough play with his older siblings. With that account on record, investigators head to the family's residence to continue the investigation.
Sonny, they have to do that, Sonny. They have to find out what happened.
Sonny, have a seat, because we do not want to escalate this. This is not a good time. We get it, okay? Just have a seat. We will explain things.
Right there. Don't sit on the baby. Sit down. I already told you about this. I talked to you about this. Sit down. Sit down. Calm down now, Sonny. Okay? I already told you. Calm down. I know this is hard.
Seriously.
I know this is hard, but you don't have to act like that, okay? This is something they have to do, Sonny.
Okay.
Okay? Just stay
Just
right
go.
there.
Just go. Do it.
Okay, chill out and stay right there. There's no need for you to act like that. I talked to you about this already. Okay?
Yeah, Mom.
Okay, chill out. Stay right there. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
It's like weirdly clean.
All right, we're gonna go on back and take care of your baby at the hospital, okay?
Man.
I hate to say it, by law we have to do it.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean,
Just get the up.
Just go, please.
No, just get the out of my house.
Sonny, chill out.
Just get the out of my house.
You're scaring the baby. Chill out now. Okay? You don't need to act like that.
No, just get the out of my house.
Chill out. Hey, that's enough.
What? Yeah, any reason?
Sonny, please, you're gonna scare Elijah. He's watching.
You guys sitting here.
They're here to investigate me, okay? Now sit down.
I don't give a
You should be here for the babies. Quit acting like that. There's no reason to act like that.
Can we continue, please?
So the next thing that we're going to want to do, are you okay with watching the kiddos?
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They need to go in.
So we'd like to talk to these guys at the PD. If you're okay with watching the kids, we have to talk to him too.
He's under the influence, so he's not in the right state of mind right now to speak.
I mean, he can still tell us stuff.
He's got more anger on him right now.
And we understand it. We totally do. Even something minor that you tell us, bro, like, it could help us a lot, okay? I understand the whole alcohol. I got it.
Yeah, but like being under the influence is not the right time to answer any questions right now.
I can go.
honestly.
Well, we got to take you guys, okay? So you're not wanting to talk to us? Are you not wanting to talk to us?
Tomorrow would be a better time.
All right, if you're willing to come down tomorrow and talk, we could do that too.
He's sober, yeah.
And you're
He's a better
out of
person
your
when he's sober.
jurisdiction.
Well, no, bro.
I'll go down and talk to you right now. He'll go down tomorrow.
Officers determined the father is under the influence of alcohol and not in a suitable state to answer questions on scene. After some back and forth over waiting until the next day, he agrees to go to the station for an interview.
Yeah, I'm actually his mother. I've known Sonny for probably 15 years. He works at the church with me at Legacy.
If you're the one that calms them down, then
yeah, I'm
is
the one
what it
that's been
is.
there for him, and he considered me his mom. So yes.
All right, I understand. So what's going to happen? It's not going to be a permanent. As of right now, since one child is done, we are going to be taking the kids and removing them from the home. That'll be for tonight until CYFD. So I don't think the issue's with him, but being drunk also doesn't necessarily help it. And I understand they're a flawed system. I can't do anything about it. But CYFD has to do their portion, and we have to do our portion. There's a bunch of everybody's got their own portions that they have to do to make up this one big shebang. Baby's got a bunch of bruising on the face. It's not from just simply falling. That's about as much as I can say. And I gotta believe that they wouldn't do anything like that to their kids. Anything is possible until it's not. You seem to be the one that's kind of calming him down. We just want to make sure that he stays that way and that hopefully he doesn't have to go to jail tonight because that's the last thing that we want. So,
okay.
And like I said, if they get him back in a few days after CYFD does their thing, then it is what it is. But for tonight, they gotta come with us.
This is a hard time. We get that. We get that you're going to lash out. Don't make a stupid decision that ends up having us take you to jail. I'm telling you that. I'm begging you not to do that. For your kid's sake. I do not want to take you to jail.
Just let him take his pictures, and then faster he takes the pictures, faster he gets out of here.
Is that the bookshelf that you were talking about? Okay. Is it typically that he would grab this side, the middle one portion? Okay. Do you guys normally stay out here? Because I've seen the kids' rooms.
Yeah, we got rid of our bed, so it needed to be thrown, and we were going to get a new one.
Okay. Where was the baby monitor at?
Just up there.
This one, right? This.
Yeah, and then the other one's in there.
Okay, and that's the baby monitor?
Yes.
I do have a question for you. Come in here. That bruise on your arm, other side. Well, those two.
I did that.
You did that?
I moved the fridge to help him seal a hole.
To me, that looks like...
Yeah, no, it's because I blew this a lot.
Okay.
I bruise easily. I have lack of iron.
And I know this is a difficult time. Okay. Do you feel safe?
Yes.
Before you said he drank a little bit. I saw the bottle outside. I saw the bottle there. That's not a little bit. Who does the disciplining of kids?
We both, Okay. He does the timeout, and then I'll pop him with a buck. They don't listen, or if timeout don't work. He provides for us. He keeps us safe. He don't hit us.
I just want to make sure that you feel safe. So the next part that's going to end up coming is we do have to obviously alert CYFD again. Okay. So that we're just waiting for their worker to respond as well. Like I told you up at the hospital. Okay. It's not that I don't believe you or anything. It's not at all saying you're a bad mother or anything like that. From what I can see, seems like you're providing for him very well.
CYFD's getting involved again.
Yep.
Okay, so here's the thing. Kids are getting taken tonight. Hold on, hear us out. Is that a permanent thing? No. But, so, one child passed away tonight. Now, I'll be honest. So here's my thing, right? So, like, he's drunk. Sometimes there's that liquid courage. It's kind of one of those things. No, and I understand. But if he goes to jail because he's too belligerent tonight, how do you think that helps y'all's case? It doesn't.
How do you think it helps me if you take them away?
Well, we have to. We have to do our job, okay?
From what we can tell, looking around, we can see that the children are being cared for. The house is...
11 months later.
The house is not a disarray.
This is probably one of the more clean and organized houses that we've been in.
I have OCD.
That's why these are all things that we document, okay? We document how clean it is. We document whether or not there's power, electricity, heat, air conditioning, depending on the time of year. Whether the kids have food, they're running water, clothes. All these type of things are things we look at. The issue that we have, and again, it is not anything with you, and it's not even him being drunk. The fact is there is already a case open, and one child has... Again, I am not saying that is your fault. I'm not saying it's his fault. If it's the respiratory issue, like he said, it's going to be for a 1-2 days, couple days kind of thing.
It's Thanksgiving tomorrow.
I understand. We understand that it's frustrating. Realistically, it's not when I tell you, because it wouldn't have changed the outcome. It wouldn't have changed.
I would have been glad to know ahead of time, so I know exactly how my husband's going to react once he comes home and the kids ain't here. And Peggy would be gone, and then it would be me and him alone.
And are you afraid of what he's going to do?
I really know what he's going to do.
Is that in relation to the bruises all over your arms?
We aren't done.
There's options that we can provide for you to stay somewhere else. You don't have to stay in the same home, stay with him. I understand this is a
It
hard
won't
time for
change
you.
when he's sober tomorrow and the kids aren't here.
I understand it's hard for you. They understand it's hard for you. But it's better for you to be in a safe environment. Your kids also in a safe environment than you somewhere where possibly something can happen to you as well.
It's also much easier to reason with people when they're sober as compared to when they're drunk.
Nope, not with him. I've been with him for 5 years, sober and drunk.
Well, we deal with people drunk and sober on a daily basis, and I tell you right now, it is 10 times easier to deal with someone who is sober than drunk.
How many times did I tell him to sit down? Don't make it worse.
Try doing that when he's sober and he sees 3 officers in the house and his mom waiting here to stop him. And only me.
He would have been going to jail. I don't want to have to take him to jail.
Drunk, he has more self-control than sober.
Do you feel safe with him?
I'll be fine. I just want my kids.
That wasn't the question. Do you feel safe with him?
It doesn't matter about me. I just want my kids safe. And if that means you have to rip them away from me, then fine.
So it does matter with you, because if you don't feel safe, we can't release kids back to you. That's what the issue is, what we're telling you. We want what's best for you and those kids. Not for you to be a punching bag, not for the kids to be a punching bag.
Yeah, it's the kids.
And we don't want him to. But we don't want him to hit you either. We don't want him to hit anything. We understand that this is probably the hardest thing that could have happened. But all the strives that you have done these 11 months, or you said it's 11 months.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You still, no it's not.
I got them back for a month and now they're gone again. And one of mine is...
It's not a permanent thing. I'm sure when they got taken the first time that you thought it was going to be forever.
No, because I fought back.
I'm not telling you to stop
11
fighting.
months later, now my son's now. It's my fault the reason why he's and I get to him out this way.
I'm not saying it's your
More
fault.
beat up for me to do.
I'm not saying it's your fault. You did CPR on him. You called 911. You got him to the hospital.
But not fast enough. And the result is my other 2 are going to be gone.
It's not a permanent thing, because even if we had left, we'd leave them. What if something happens to one of them? And I'm not saying it would, but what if it did? Who are you going to blame? You're going to blame us.
No, I would blame myself because I'm the reason why they're hurt. But those 2 are strong and healthy because they were raised by me. He was raised by them in foster care. He had strong healthy lungs when he was born. Then get told by the foster parents and CYFD caseworkers, oh, by the way, it's your fault and your addiction why he has weak lungs and he's gonna... Now you see why I have a problem with CYFD and most of their authority?
In this private conversation, the mother tells officers she personally performed CPR, called 911, and got the infant to the hospital, and argues her children were healthier in her care than in foster care. She initially denies that on her own arm is related to any unsafe situation at home. Officers then move outside with her to begin removing her 2 older children from the residence for the night.
If you would like to drive your car to PD, that's fine. But the kids do have to go with us. Okay.
We can bring you right back for the...
No, not if he's here. Because by the time y'all leave, he's gonna come back and if he sees that I'm bleeding.
You want your blanket? Here. Don't see any marks or anything?
I haven't seen anything yet. Okay. Can you stand up for me just real quick? Just see you real quick. I'm gonna wrap you back up in your blanket.
Tired? Face, anything?
You got little baby scratches.
But nothing like crazy. What about you, buddy?
Can you wrap your feetsies up?
Can I see your feet, your legs?
He's got some on his arm.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything. Nothing on your head? What about your back? Does your back hurt or anything? Nah, it looks okay.
Check it out. Got a bunch of options. There's a purple turtle, polar bear. That's a cool purple turtle, huh? The pink elephant.
You want water, buddy?
You some water? There's Mom. We got him some waters. But
Would you like one?
Yeah.
Are you saying that you are wanting to be here?
Yeah.
Well, say you can be here. I'll see why
If I leave, then I feel like I found it in my kid.
You just got to understand that we do have a process to do. I understand it's okay. We just have a process that we have to do. Kiddo's in pretty rough shape. That was a boy, right? So you said that he fell roughly shortly after you got him back.
He fell when I first started at work, and that was the first night. My husband was responsible for watching him.
I want to know the truth, okay? One of the top things that I genuinely hate is child abuse cases. And that ranges anywhere from just your ordinary child abuse to the like kids like that royally pisses me off. Okay, so whether it was you or your husband, I want to know the truth. There isn't going to be no covering for nobody. Does that make sense? So if you're covering for him or he's covering for you, that ain't gonna fly. I'll charge both because we have a baby. Those 2 kids are not gonna do what I had seen on Callian's body.
His head.
All over his body. There's multiple bruises. And I could go download all those photos and print them out in full color on a giant sheet of paper, and I'll show them to you, all the bruises that I see. These 2 are completely untouched. But Callian got an old bruise here that's turning yellow, so I'm probably maybe about a week or more. And then he's got some fresh bruises. I'm thinking maybe less than 3 days.
But this right here was when he hit the tour shelf, because that's when my husband told me that I got off work.
And you said that was about a week ago, which might make sense. So then where the Because all this other bruising coming on his cheek.
He never got the chance to explain that to me because
Who did?
my husband, because I work at night and he's responsible for watching him when I come
That is
home.
not a big concern to you?
It is, and I keep telling him to tell me what happened.
Then you should be coming to
His
us.
response is, I don't know, or I fell asleep. And I said, so do I have to quit my job just to be able to make sure?
So how would you feel if if you found out your husband was beating your kids to the point where it ultimately your kid?
Angry because I know how he does.
Oh, just anger?
No, very, like, you will have to stop me from...
Just anger, though, is what
putting him in the degree, because I know how he does when he hits me.
Okay, so how does he hit you then?
He cracks my head open.
With what?
A fireball bottle.
Do you think he's hitting these kids at all? No, because you told the other officers and detectives that he would never hit the kids.
To me, he would have never hit, but not in front of me. But if I leave for work, I don't know.
So how does he discipline the kids?
He raises his voice and puts them in timeout.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I won't know what happens.
What I do
when
see
I'm at
wrong
work.
with is why there's bruises all over his face.
I wouldn't know what happens when I'm at work. Well, he told me it was them that did it, and I've seen them fight over him.
Those kids are not strong enough to leave bruises like that.
She pinches and then she bites to leave a bite mark because her brother has the same thing, her oldest.
Okay, so you can explain that, but you can't explain...
The one on his cheek, and I've been trying to get him to explain what happened.
And it's not on the cheek, it's on the
like,
forehead, the eye
right
socket,
here's
the
from-
whole entire
Right
cheek.
here's from when his hit the poor shelf. I know that for a fact. But right here, I keep trying to tell him, and he gets angry with me. And then I leave before it gets physical. Like, I leave the room, trying to avoid it getting physical.
So when you discipline your kids, how do you discipline your kids?
I give them a little pop on the butt, but not hard. I know the rules and the laws. And then I tell them no, or put them in timeout in the room.
So explain the laws to me.
Well, I know you can't use a belt more than 3 inches thick, and then you can't specifically beat the kid with a belt with the studs. I disciplined my kids how my mom disciplined me, which was since she was trying to join the police force, she followed the rules. We just give a little pop in the you pop their hand and tell them no, and they listen.
So
I can show
you gotta tell me.
I can show you the scab or the cut in my skull that's still fresh.
You gotta tell me how that bruise got on his cheek. You better dig real deep.
My only explanation is he hit him.
With what?
It's either his hand or the bottle, because that's his 2 favorite things to hit with.
And then when he hits you with the hand, how does he hit?
He slaps me, he chokes me, or he punches me.
He's never hit any of the kids closed fist.
Not that I know of. He won't do it in front of me.
Because I'll tell you right now, I mean, Callie was beat pretty damn bad. That should strike a bone in you.
It does. It really does. Haven't reported domestic violence between us the last 5 years. He's busted my eardrum.
So how the f*** are we supposed to help you? How is your life supposed to turn around if you're not willing to come forward to us and
Because I
help?
thought he would change, but I guess not. He changed for a little bit when he was sober.
I'll tell you right now, the same thing I tell every other victim, okay? It doesn't matter if you whoop his ass, it really doesn't make a difference. Right? But if you whoop his ass, he whoops your ass, okay, but women can be toxic as too. They can be too. We'll set that record straight.
Yeah. I know.
So with that being said, right, it doesn't matter who the is, okay? If that person does it once and you're willing to overlook it, guess what? They're going to do it again. You overlook it again, they're going to do it again. And it's going to keep going because they know that you won't go to the cops. You're going to have one hell of a life.
It gets worse when he drinks.
And now one of your kids is so you left at 7:15 and then you came back
I
when?
got 7:25 from getting black tape from Allsup's, and I fixed the window. Then I left again, and then to go get the kids' juice because they didn't want to drink the tea, and he was still breathing. Then I came back, and then I started.
So the last time you had seen Callian breathing was around 7:25.
Yes, asleep in his crib.
Breathing.
Yes, I'll never hit my kids ever.
Well, we get told that a lot. And so you said that you think that Sonny hits Callian.
When he gets too frustrated about him crying, Callie won't stop when he asks.
And so how do you think he would hit him?
Either with his backhand, his fist, or with a fireball bottle. Those are his 3 favorite things, because he won't choke Callie that I know of. He chokes me.
So here's what's going to happen. You're going to be released tonight. I still got to interview Sonny. Maybe he'll admit to it. Who knows?
The mother tells officers she believes the father may be responsible for physical she can't explain, describing how he has her in the past with his hand or a bottle, though she says she hasn't personally witnessed him harm the She states the last time she saw the breathing was around 7:25 that evening. Officers then began a separate interview with the father.
I've been talking to Donna a little bit and getting a little bit of background on kind of what's been going on, and my understanding is you have 3 kiddos together.
Yeah.
The oldest one is not yours.
Yeah.
I'm a mom, and I've had the experience of having kiddos, and I know the whole walking stage, kind of fumbling around, like they, or even fall. And from my personal experience, kids never look like this. But that's, that's not falling and hitting themselves lightly on trays, or I don't know if you've seen the condition he was in whenever he, after the hospital.
No.
That what you guys are saying happened
for nobody.
So if you're not covering for Donna, needing help with is, explaining how this little boy ended up with these injuries. And that's not all of it. Don't you want to know? Or do you already know? And I mean, and you're his dad, and either you would be horrified, and us too, to say, if you didn't do it, how the did my baby get these injuries? Or based on your reaction, I think you know. That's not normal.
I know it doesn't look normal.
So tell me what
That's
happened.
that's my son, and I just told you what happened.
I understand that. And I understand
That's
that
my statement, and I'm not saying nothing else.
when we work cases like this, I'm not saying that it's intentional or that you meant you or Donna meant to hurt your kid, but you can't sit there and tell me that that's normal and that that's okay. I mean, how do you live with yourself the rest of your life?
Who's telling you the truth? So is she lying?
That's all I know.
Or are you lying? What do you mean that's all you know?
Just what I told you.
Is that your story and you're sticking to it?
Well, he's got bruising on his arm, his little legs. Horrible, horrific
You just only showed me the picture. That was only it.
bruising.
So
No,
I don't know what you're talking about because I never seen it.
you've never seen the bruising?
No.
Just the one on his forehead? Because he's got old bruising on the right side of his forehead. He's got a mark on the top of his eyelid. He's got another mark under his chin. That whole side of his face, the left side, forehead, cheek, looks like he got beat with a 4x4 or something, but you don't
You
know.
only showed me that picture, so I don't know.
Do you want to see the rest of them?
You only gave me that one.
Would you like to see the rest of the photos? That's what she's asking.
But you're saying that those are all of those injuries that you know of, and what you gave today is caused from the high chair incident and from him falling while trying to walk.
I gave you my statement.
Okay. We're going to find out the truth. We're going to know. And I think it's crazy that people that didn't even know your little boy are a little bit more invested in trying to find out what happened to him. Because, again, are questioning how this could have happened because it's not normal. I'll tell you that.
You got to tell us something, man. I understand that you gave us a statement, but it doesn't make it true. So you're not willing to tell us what actually happened.
I gave you a statement.
Well, the question is, you're not willing to tell us what actually happened.
Statement.
Because like I said, she's claiming that she left the house. That leaves you with all 3 kids. You know what I mean? Do you know why she would say that? You have a drinking issue, right? You don't just like. Okay, let me ask you this: how do you get when you get drunk?
I just watch movies or play games. That's it.
You almost tend to get a little bit more angry because she's claiming that you do. I'm assuming you were drinking when you had a kid, whatever. Because you're saying one thing, Donna's saying another, and then you're kind of separating yourself from the kid, but Donna's separating herself from the kid. So then, who had control of Callian? So you're saying Donna's lying then about?
I don't know what she's saying.
Because I told you, bro, she said she left the house. And that's putting all the kids on you.
But she was there.
But you see what I'm saying, though? Because you're saying one thing and she's saying another thing. And then now it sounds like she might be lying. But then she's saying that you're doing this, this, and this. But then that makes it sound like you're lying. So, like, who do we believe, dude? You've never hit Callian. Never hit him with a fireball bottle.
No.
Never hit him with any other foreign object. Never with your hands, nothing. Catch your knuckles. You've never come frustrated with him?
No. Only when I'm holding him, he's fine and sit him down, he'll eat.
Okay, so if I give you a pen and paper to write your statement out, would you be willing to do that for me?
I gave you a statement.
So would you be willing to testify to that statement in court? Yes or no?
Am I being charged with anything? Or am I just being held?
Would you be willing to testify to that
I
statement?
gave you.
It's a simple yes or no.
I gave you a statement.
Why am I going to answer your questions if you want to answer mine?
I gave you a statement.
Would you be willing to testify to that in court?
I gave you a statement.
You gave us a lie, that's what you gave us.
I gave you a statement.
You know, it's weird that you're saying that you gave us a statement rather than what actually happened. It would be one thing if you're like, oh, I told you the truth. I told you the truth. I've heard that. But no, you're just sitting here telling us, well, I gave you a statement. I gave you a statement. Does it make it true, dude? Are you worried about being charged with something? So why would you ask that? You can't even look at me, dude. That tells me that you know something, and you're not willing to tell us. For fuck's sake, it's a 1-year-old, bruising all over him. That doesn't infuriate you? Most other people, somebody does that to my kid, there's going to be all sorts of issues. But you, there's no emotion. Donna has no emotion. Yeah, look at me.
I gave you a statement.
I know you gave a statement. Doesn't make it true. Are you bothered?
A little bit.
Are you feeling frustrated?
Yeah, a little bit.
For what? Why are you feeling frustrated?
Your attitude.
Dude, I don't have an attitude. I have an attitude because you will not cooperate. Don't try to twist it. Dude, we're not here for me, we're here for you.
Like I said.
You won't even tell us what happened to Callian.
I gave you my statement.
You won't even tell us what happened to Callian. Would you testify to that statement under oath?
I gave you my statement.
Would you testify to that in court?
I gave you my statement.
Would you testify to that?
We can sit here all day.
No, we can't. I'm getting paid. It's all up to it. Mitch, you made a mistake. I don't think even
During questioning, the mother disclosed a history of domestic violence in the relationship and was unable to explain the several marks that were found on the. Investigators determined that the adults were the ones responsible for the of the child. The man and woman were charged with intentional CA resulting in the child's. Just over a year and 7 months later, officers were called to a home in the very same part of the country as the case before it, though this family had no connection to the last one at all. Unlike the previous case, where responsibility was split between two parents with a complicated shared history, this time a single caregiver was left alone with an infant, and the story he gave for what happened in that window would not hold up under scrutiny. On July 10th, 2026, also located in Curry County, New Mexico, officers responded to a residence after a 5-month-old infant was found. He was taken to the hospital as investigators are trying to determine what the father had done while the two were alone together in the home.
Where is he?
He's on the couch. So he was okay an hour ago. With Jared.
24 PD. I need you to speed up response to an ambulance. I have a baby unconscious right now, not breathing. About to start CPR. You're okay.
He was fine an hour ago. I went to let my dog out and I noticed, I don't know how his bed flipped. He was in his little bouncer on the bed and I noticed it flipped and I checked on him and he was cold. Nobody was in that room either. Like, I was in here with Jared the entire
He's
time.
close to the touch. I'm not even getting a heartbeat on it.
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Check his breaking.
I can't stand up. Get him out of here.
Take him here, sir. Come here. Can you walk?
Okay, I understand. Can I get y'all to go outside with her too? Okay. I know. Just go outside with her, okay?
Where's the other baby?
I don't know. Is there another baby?
Where's the other kid?
Check the ambulance outside.
There's another baby.
Okay.
There's another one in the room.
Well, go check.
Hi. She's right back here. She's okay. She's got a full diaper.
He was just okay. So can you guys tell me what happened? I have no idea. I was on the phone with my girlfriend. He was good. He had his bottle and everything. She was just back there a little bit ago.
I went to go let my dog out because he had to go to the bathroom.
Mom's still there.
And nobody was in that room. There's nobody in the house besides me and him. And I was on the couch with him. He was fine an hour ago. We gave him his bottle. I went to let my dog out. And I noticed because the bouncer that he was sleeping in, I don't know how it rolled.
Can you guys come over here real quick?
I don't
Can you
know.
guys? I just don't want anyone inside the home right now, okay? I appreciate it.
And I told Jared, I said, you need to get in here because I think he's... And none of it, we was there an hour ago to check on him and he was fine.
He was perfectly fine. He was cool and everything. Okay, and he was on that couch the entire time?
No, I was on the couch.
On the rocker?
He was on the bed in his little bouncer and that thing's never rolled over, so we don't know how it rolled over.
See the blue, like, you know, when you really squeeze hard and your color doesn't have that? Yeah, it's all over.
And his neck there's blood on his neck.
Yeah.
And then this one was asleep in the back room, and she's got a diaper so full whenever I went to go pick her up, she's soaked.
Well, do you see this house? I've been here before for domestics.
Responding officers found visible and apparent on the infant's neck, details that would later factor into the medical findings. Both the father and a friend present in the home placed the as fine within the hour, attributing his condition to an overturned bouncer discovered while the friend was letting a dog out. Investigators would return to this account and its timeline throughout the interviews that followed.
Dried blood across his neck. I was unable to wipe it off with saline and water. There's also a puncture wound on the left hip. He's got about 3 cc's, 1 to 10 so far on board.
So right now the baby's up at the hospital. I guess they're working on the baby. I can't tell you what's going on because I'm not there. They're working on him right now. So the good thing was they left. If the ambulance only leaves if they get a pulse or if they get something. So they did get that and they took off. I'm losing my kids anyway. We're not at that point. We're not even talking about that right now. What we're trying to make sure is how it led to this, okay? That's all, man. I'm not here to take away your kids. I'm not here doing any of that. I'm just here to investigate what's going on, okay?
You've been great since your mom left.
I can't say I've been in your situation or anything like that. Just
Never had this happen.
try. Do you want me to get a chaplain out here to talk to you, man? Do you want me to get... Just like a pastor, someone to talk to, family and mom.
My mom would be cool. I need to call my dad, but hey, hon, love me. I love you too. I need to call Dad.
I'll call your mom real quick, okay? And then your mom is heading over right now. So right now, even if you did go up there, they won't let you see him right now because they're still doing whatever they're doing to help him out, okay?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
as
sir.
soon as we're done talking to you, we can get you up there, okay?
He was in the bedroom and in his bouncer.
Okay. And then you guys brought him out to the couch?
He was asleep. I brought him out because I was trying to get breathe. As I was on phone with dispatch, they were like lightly push, kind of push on his chest. Not like really hard because of his size.
Yeah.
But give him a few breaths, try to do CPR. So I moved him somewhere flat. It was like, okay, until you guys got here.
Hospital paramedics documented dried on the infant's neck that would not clear with saline, along with to his hip, physical findings that stood in contrast to the father's account of a routine fall. The father described performing CPR under a dispatcher's direction, a detail investigators would later weigh against the medical examiner's findings.
Definitely looks like strangulation marks using a cord around its neck, and it's got puncture wounds and bruising on the left leg and right leg. Diaper was completely soiled, and they're still working full code.
No cardiac activity.
We only had him on the bed.
But it's by
without
weight, by weight. No, you're sitting in it just like car seat, but it does this number. He is up there.
But we had him in the bouncer because he was cleaning out his crib and everything. So that's the only reason why he was in the bouncer.
There was no sounds, no nothing, anything falling.
Yeah, because once he fell asleep, I put him in his rocker and then I just closed the door and I let him sleep.
And it's these two that are in the home, the two kids?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you both live here?
I don't live here. I live over on Ash, but I stay with him like 99% of the time. I help him out with the kids and whatnot. So I was the one that laid him down and everything, and he was fine. And because he even checked on him too after I laid him down, and he was good.
It's gonna go over great. I have a custody battle with my ex.
Where's your ex at?
Albuquerque.
Is that where she lives?
Yeah, have domestic violence order against her
Is that
mom.
to both kids?
Yeah, she's not even supposed to know what's going on with these children.
And why is that?
According to the court paperwork, she's not supposed to know anything that's going on with these children. I can't post anything about them on social media. I can't do anything. As a standing DVO, she's not even supposed to have information about the children. And a protection order against her with both children.
We're going to have you guys get transported down to the PD. It'll probably be cooler. I don't know if you want to leave her with mom, you said.
At the hospital, doctors found consistent with including around the infant's neck and on both legs, findings that directly contradicted the accidental fall account given at the scene. The father disclosed an active custody dispute involving the children's mother, information investigators would later probe for possible bearing on the case, before he and the friend were transported to the station for separate interviews.
So somebody tell me what's going on with Joseph.
So I don't know. I'll see if I can find anything out. I'll see if I can find. Last I heard that they were working on him. Okay, I don't know.
Okay.
I'll let them know and see if they can find out. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be right back. All right, man.
I'm sorry to be the one that has to tell you this, okay?
You're okay.
Okay, this is something I did not want to
I
tell
don't
you.
even know why he was in the middle of the bed.
What bed was that?
I had his playpen outside cleaning it. He was in his bounce. It's not even a bouncer. I don't know what it's called. It's a chair, and the frame does this number.
Mm-hmm.
And he just sits right here, and he was content. He's been content.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing out of the ordinary. His mom's even sent him in there.
Do you want some water?
Please.
Okay, let me grab you a water, okay?
I'm trying to cope. I'm trying.
I know. And I'm going to give you a moment, okay? We'll wait on that. We don't have to worry about that right now, okay? I'm going to go grab you a water.
Has there been any updates on him?
Like I told you, they did everything they could.
I
As
know.
of right now,
That's right. As of right now, he's
deceased.
I'm going to jail.
Why do you think that, Jared?
I'm gonna kill my son. I know I didn't even touch him, but he's gone. I was waiting to hear him do his cry, like he always does, because he does like a little kid squeaky cry when he wakes up. I finally got everything going good. The kids are up to date on their shots. Everything is like it needs to be. Ryan is the only one that had a doctor's appointment coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was waiting on hers. Joseph just got all of his shots that he was supposed to get.
Mm-hmm. Jared, I have a quick question, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I know this is something that you probably haven't even thought about, but they are asking, as far as funeral home, what preference do you have, or if you have any? And if that's something that you don't know, we could go ahead and wait off. You want to hold off on that?
I don't know. I never planned on having to do this.
How were the kids? They were doing great. We fed them. He had changed Raya, put Raya to bed and everything. And today when I put JoJo to bed, because I changed his diaper, fed him, rocked him to sleep.
Last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
And today.
So you were at the lake for how long?
I went down there Thursday.
Came back yesterday?
Yes, ma'am. We came home. I got the kids changed. I got them fed, got them bottles and everything, got them all comfy and relaxed. I had already pulled Joseph's bassinet out because I've been spraying the house because every time my neighbors spray the house, there's roaches coming to my house.
So you have a bassinet for Joseph?
I do. It's in the backyard right now because I had taken it out to
Okay,
try
so last night, because of that situation, you guys had to put JoJo
in
the bouncer.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
And when we're talking about a bouncer,
It's not like you stand in and bounce.
okay.
It's
the
like
one you lay on it?
Yeah.
When did he wake up this morning?
I don't have any clocks or anything in my house. I don't wear a watch.
Was it daylight?
It was daylight. It was, I go in there and I check on them. They usually don't wake up until about 10:30.
So you're saying he goes
He
12 hours.
He is a calm, content baby. He does not sit there and scream.
And he's 5 months old. I mean, he's going to need
He's
a
had
diaper
he's
change
had
in
diaper
between.
changes in between, but he usually, I'll go in there, I'll change his butt, I'll make him a bottle,
Okay.
I'll get him all set back up, and he...
This morning, you check on him. You think it's got to be sometime before 8 o'clock, right? Before 8 in the morning?
That I woke up?
Or that you checked on him?
Honestly, I have no idea. I went in there, I had poked my head in there, he was good. I was listening for Sissy, I checked on her, she was good.
This morning?
Yes. Both my kids were perfectly fine.
He sleeps better when he's by himself because if somebody's in there with him, he'll just scream all night.
What time did he wake up?
Like 6 in the morning.
Did Jared get up with him? Did you get up with him?
Jared did, yes. He changed him, fed him, and put him back in his bouncer and put some TV on for him in his room. Then I went, sat back on the couch with Jared. We were just sitting there watching American Dad. I went out to go let my dog outside through the back door, which goes through the bedroom. And I went to go check on JoJo after I let him out, and then I noticed that the bouncer had flipped over and he was on his stomach. I lifted up the blanket and I noticed he was laying on his face and he was purple. And I ran out of that room screaming at Jared to get in that room.
The bouncer was on the bed. When I found him, when I called you guys, the thing was on the floor. Shortly after she had gone back there to let her dog out. I do not understand if the dog knocked it down.
The dog didn't knock it down. That's
I
very
don't know.
clear.
I don't know. I wouldn't do anything to hurt my kids.
Listen to me. When you got back, and you checked on, had Jasper already fed him and gave him another bottle, or where was she?
She was in the living room because she had let Bear, her dog, that was running around in the house with us. He was in the living room with us, and the gate was closed, and I had it to where he couldn't get into the room.
Here's what I'm asking, okay?
I'm trying to replay everything in my
No,
head.
it sounds like you just throw the kids in the bedroom.
No.
And then they're left unsupervised. Because what we found out, Jared, is that had been for hours.
Last night, because I swear I gave him a bottle. I swear he did.
So what happened last night?
What happened last night? I came back from Logan with my kids.
So when he died last night, that's what you just said. What happened?
You just said that, ma'am.
If he's been for hours, wouldn't you have noticed?
Yes, and I swear he hasn't been since last night because he was breathing this morning. Why are you trying to twist that?
I'm not trying to
It is a cop trick. Why are you trying to twist that, ma'am?
The father and the friend gave conflicting accounts of who discovered the and in what position. The friend described finding him face down and already. The father maintained he was found strapped in the bouncer. Investigators told the father the condition indicated hours of unsupervised time, a claim he disputed.
From the time that you put him to sleep, what you're saying, the time that you put him to sleep, and whenever the call came in, and his state of being purple, being cold, there's no way that he was alive.
Yeah, and
12:31.
And he, like I said, he was alive then. He was alive because I had put him to sleep.
Okay.
And that was roughly the time frame.
And there's no way that whenever you saw him and you knew he was already purple, he wasn't on the floor or nothing, right?
No, he was on the
bed. Was there anything in the bed? Any kind of
just
toys, anything? No?
No, just his bouncer, that was it, and the blanket that was on him.
Is there any way that Rhea could have gone in there?
No.
She was in her room.
Yeah, and she can't walk. Like, she can, but she's
2, 3, and your dogs were in the living room the whole time.
Yeah, my one dog was in the living room, and he does not move, and he's my service dog.
If the dogs didn't do it, if Rhea didn't get him out of that bouncer, and what we have seen on his little body. There's no way that you fed him, put him on the bouncer, and that he's fine, and then an hour later he's got that level of, there's no way that he's alive at that point. Now, with that in mind, I want you to really think about this, because when we talked to Jared, he's saying that he left for a while and left you with the kids.
No, I honestly forgot he did leave when he went to go take his motorcycle to his friends. I'm sorry, I am scatterbrained right now because I'm still trying to wrap my mind around all of this.
I've already seen my child. What?
You've seen him?
No,
how he looks.
I seen that his face was like blood and cold. I don't understand.
He was?
Yes, I did. You don't think that I don't love my son and I don't care? I would have called you guys.
Did you call us or did you call your mother?
I called both.
Who did you call first?
I don't remember. I called you guys. I called my mom. You have my phone. Answer back.
When you said you found him off the bed.
Yes.
Still strapped in.
Yes. I removed him. I tried to do CPR.
That's not what Jasper told us.
I am so confused because I took him out.
So you took him out, laid him flat on the bed, put a blanket over him, and then Jasper found him?
I didn't put a blanket over him.
Well,
there was not a blanket over him. Who are you lying to?
No, you're lying.
No, I am not.
Obviously you are, because that's what Jasper told us.
There was not a blanket over him.
We're getting this information from Jasper.
There was not a blanket over him because I carried him out of that room and met paramedics outside my house. Call my mother.
Your mother's here, and don't get a tone with me, please.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not lying to you. You're the one that's obviously lying to us. How do you explain the injuries under his neck?
The injuries under his neck? That wasn't injuries. I'd love to know because that was dried blood.
That's not dried blood.
What is it then? Because that's what I thought it was.
Being strangled.
It's something around his neck.
I have no idea. I thought it was dried blood. I didn't know what happened. I'm sorry. It's my child, and you're calling me a liar.
You're not taking care of your kids, and that's very obvious. You put them in a freaking room. There's no way a 5-month-old sleeps from 6 at night all the way until 6 in the morning the next day. Did you see the condition of his diaper?
No, I didn't because I told you guys.
He's been setting his shit for hours.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I had asked her when I had left, keep an eye on the kids. I got back. Kids were asleep. Okay, I'm not going to wake you up. No, I don't. I don't have a reason to suspect
Well, if it wasn't her, then it was you.
I hadn't touched it until I seen him.
Of natural causes.
The kids were fine.
I just want to know because that is narrowing who had access to those kids, okay, during that time frame. So he's saying that he left for a while. How long was he gone?
About an hour.
Did something happen last night?
No.
What if I told you that it looks like he had been for more than 6 hours?
He was fine all day today.
Do you ever watch any crime shows?
All the time.
Okay.
But he was fine all the time.
If you see a body as purple, what is that? I'm sure they talk about it in those shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you're describing is just not possible,
Yeah, and I'm being completely honest. They were fine today. I was literally taking care of him the entire day. He was fine.
Did something happen?
No, nothing happened. And I have a kid of my own, and she doesn't live with me currently. She's in Nevada, but even with my own daughter, I would never let something like that happen to her.
Okay. And I asked Jared the same question. Do you guys, other than, smoke or do any of that, do you do any other kind of or anything?
No, the only thing I do is I vape and smoke cigarettes, that's it.
Now, Jared said the baby was pretty fussy all morning.
Yeah, and he was.
Why?
But that's normal for him. Because when he wakes up in the morning, when he has a butt, he'll scream and cry and everything. And then we'll change him and give him his bottle. He'll cry a little more and then he'll calm down. That's just how he always is.
And neither one of you guys are making sense. Because whenever you yelled at him to go get the baby, that's not what he describes at all.
And he was laying in the same position that I found him in when I told Jared, and Jared came running in and grabbed JoJo.
If Jared would have done something, would you cover for him?
Yes.
You would cover for him?
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Are you covering for him?
No, I'm scatterbrained. I don't know how to process this because he was fine all morning.
Okay, well, he was not. We're telling you that, okay?
I know.
Okay, do you see what we're getting at with this?
Yes,
okay.
But he was okay because we were taking care of him.
This stuff does not just happen, okay?
Confronted with the on the infant's neck, the father offered an innocent explanation, which investigators rejected as inconsistent with the pattern already documented. The two adults' accounts diverged further. He described finding the infant strapped in. She described him unstrapped, on the bed with a blanket over him.
I did not do anything to my children. I would myself or let myself be before my kids got hurt. And right now, I wish that was me.
What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything to him. I will take a polygraph right now.
You don't have to act like that. Sit down.
Quit calling me a liar.
Sit down.
Quit calling me a liar.
All right. You're not
Get a polygraph in here now.
We probably will, because you're not telling us.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Something happened.
I don't know what happened to him, but I wish I did.
Back in April, he went in for malnourishment.
Back in April, he went in for malnourishment because he wasn't gaining weight with the formula changes that they kept doing.
And then did he go to his follow-ups?
Yes, I did. Call Dr. Anudu. I've gone to every one of his follow-ups. I missed one doctor's appointment for that child. And I dealt with CYD.
Get all of the medical records.
Call Dr. Anudu. I missed one appointment, and I'm sorry. That struck a nerve.
And why is Rhea in her room with the door locked the whole day?
She's not in there all day with the door locked.
Okay, whenever officer showed up, she was all in her diaper as well.
And I
Why are
changed
these
her-
children in diapers all day?
They're not in diapers all day.
They both
for
have
the last
rashes?
time. Yes, I've been fighting rashes for Raya for freaking a week now. I've been trying. I've been talking to the doctors. I've set up an appointment for Raya as well. I'm not going to feed the lies that you want me to say.
We understand. You love your son, right?
I love my son.
Okay.
I love my daughter.
So would you tell us if something happened?
Yes, I would. Why am I going to lie?
I don't know what happened.
That level of decomp, because when they turn like that, their body starts to decompose. Does not happen in an hour, and that's what I'm telling you. There is no way that in an hour and a half, a little baby is going to look like that. So just please.
I'm being honest.
No, I don't think you are.
I'm being 100% honest.
So you're saying that you're the last one that saw that baby alive?
Yes.
You're the last one that interacted with the baby?
Yes, but
So
nothing had happened. I'm being serious.
Well, something happened.
I have a lot of people that can cover for me too.
So what am I lying about? I guess because
Somebody's lying, right? If she told us she found him face down on the bed out of his bouncer and was already purple, and you
I
tell
found
us
the
that you
bouncer on
found,
the floor.
you said you found him in the bouncer, flipped over on his side.
the way that it looked like he had slid from the bouncer. How the bouncer
You
even
told me he was strapped at the bottom.
Yes, it only goes right here and right here.
So how would he have slid out?
If it fell off, he's gonna slide.
You told me you found him strapped in on his side.
You guys are seriously trying to get me to incriminate myself, and that is
No, we're
wrong
trying to
and
understand.
illegal.
We're trying to understand. You're not making sense.
I would never do anything to hurt anyone's child or any child to
So you
begin
didn't,
with.
you didn't lose your with him because he was crying?
No, I would never do something like that.
Because what it looks like right now is, you're the last one that had that interaction with him. And if he was okay whenever you saw him, and the next thing, actually, you're the one that found him.
Yeah, I found him.
And then you told him to go check him. So then that kind of eliminates what he was doing. And so the last one that had any contact and saw him alive was you.
I
Did
would
you choke him?
No, I would never hurt a child. My boyfriend can also vouch for me.
Jasper, he didn't die of natural causes. He didn't die of SIDS. He didn't die of positional asphyxia. It looks like somebody strangled him.
When I noticed something
Do you know
was
what
wrong,
rigor mortis means?
Yes, I do. It's when the
Okay,
body goes
your
stiff.
son, they had to pry his jaw open because it had already set in. He had been for hours.
I didn't know. If I would have known, I would have called f***ing Ben. If I would have done something to my kid, I wouldn't have called you. I have every right to be getting upset because my son. I have every right to be getting upset because you're accusing me.
Yeah, I am.
Give me a goddamn lie detector test right now.
Sit down.
I'm stretching my leg. I'm sorry. I have cerebral palsy. I'm not moving from here. I promise.
Well, then walk that way.
I just stood up. I'm sorry. Give me a polygraph test right now.
What is he doing with those kids other than just sending them to the room to watch TV? And
Other than
apparently both of them had really bad diaper rash because they don't even get changed.
They do.
Sounds like he just lives in that bouncer.
No, he holds his son, and I even hold him from time to time, too. I'll hold him, I'll play around with him, whatever. Same with Raya. Other than that, they'll be in the room, they'll, watch TV, whatever. Other than when we change them and give them their bottle and everything.
So you've been there for the last month?
About a week.
And does his girlfriend come visit?
Yes, every once in a while she'll come visit.
How is she with the kids?
She's great with the kids.
If everybody's so great with the kids, how does JoJo end up? You know what I mean?
I swear to God,
I don't believe it. I don't. There's a black truck that was parked outside of your house today. Whose is it?
A black truck
Like around noon today.
that showed up when paramedics and everybody did?
No, this was earlier today, like around noon.
I
It was
don't
parked
know
outside
anybody
your
that
house.
has a black truck.
No?
No.
No one at all?
Not that I can think of. My dad has a gray Chevy.
A gray Chevy?
A gray four-door, like 2010 Silverado.
What does Chris drive? He didn't go over there to pick you up to go to his house or anything?
No, Chris doesn't have a vehicle. Johnny.
Johnny?
Four-door Ford Sports Track, white tailgate.
Maybe. It's a black Ford. From
Yeah.
what I can see, it's a black
His name's
truck.
Johnny Patterson.
Johnny Patterson?
Uh-huh.
What was he there for?
Because I was talking to him about the mini bike thing in my front yard.
Johnny Patterson?
And he was like one of my ex's brothers. He's like a brother to me. And I was gone probably, I really only want to say it was maybe 20 minutes. I don't think I was gone that long.
Did Johnny go inside your house or anything?
Johnny came in and he sat down on the couch.
Mm-hmm. Did he go anywhere else or anything?
No.
He lives at a separate place.
Right.
Than
He doesn't live
Christopher,
there.
right?
No.
He lives with?
They're brothers.
They're brothers.
They're by blood
And they
brothers.
live together?
Yes.
Okay.
I left. I came back. Everybody was quiet. I figured, hey, you're asleep. I'm going to let you take your nap. I'm not going to bug you. I poked, I looked, and I swear to God, his thing was on the bed.
All right. Did they tell you why you're going to be down here?
No,
Anything?
this is some kind of investigation. I really don't know.
You don't know anything else?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
This is something about somebody's dead, though. Like, no who?
You are correct. Somebody just passed away. But somebody was an infant, 5 months old.
Oh, my God.
How do you know Jared?
He dated my sister for
He dated your
years,
sister?
but they haven't been together for several years now.
How long have you known him for?
2012, maybe? Something like that. I haven't talked to him since him and my sister were together.
So you haven't seen him or nothing? He just showed up today? All of the...
Well, it's because I have a mini bike,
Uh-huh.
and I guess he got one too,
Mhm.
and he was trying to see what he would need to make it faster. So
How do you know you had a mini bike? Yeah. No, I'm just
I don't
thinking,
know,
I'm
yeah.
like, if you guys haven't seen each other or nothing.
They probably saw me on it or something. I don't know, but
Okay. So last seen him since 2017. Okay.
yeah.
And you haven't talked to him or nothing, or you guys ain't close or anything
No.
like that.
And then he showed up today. I gave him a couple pointers on what he could do with his bike, and he came about 12:15, 12:20 maybe. Then he was gone by 12:30, 12:40 maybe.
And he showed up with his bike.
Yes, ma'am.
Who did he show up with?
My brother.
Did he say anything? How did he appear? Like, did he? He
He
didn't.
seemed normal, I guess.
He seemed normal.
He said something about he's got to get back to his house because some guy was there with his kids.
Really?
But like I said, I don't know him having kids like it was on or
Really?
anything. Yeah.
You didn't even know he had kids?
No.
The baby didn't die by natural causes. That's what we're investigating.
I wish I knew more, but that's about it. But any way I can help, of course I will. 'Cause
Mhm.
That's awful.
We'll definitely
That's
appreciate
awful.
that.
That's crazy to even hear that, honestly.
Mhm.
Because, well, I know you can't really tell me everything. So, I was gonna say, when did the baby pass? Was the baby gone whenever he was at my house? Like, what the? Are you serious? He left with the baby.
And that's information we're still
Yeah,
still
I
trying to
understand.
gather, and
But,
it's
oh my God!
who's your brother?
Johnny.
Johnny's, and he went over to your house with Johnny, or how?
Yeah, I don't know how that happened with them getting them together, whatever. But yeah.
Okay.
The acquaintance corroborated a brief visit around midday, but said he had not known the father had children, a detail that added little to establish the infant's condition at the time. He placed the father's departure roughly 20 minutes after arrival, a narrow window investigators noted did not account for the broader gap in the care.
An hour before you guys found him the way he was fed and changed by Audrey or Jasper?
Yes.
She just told me that was a lie.
Listen to me. I'm trying to place times and everything in my head.
She told me at 6 o'clock in the morning or 7, you went in there to check on Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
Was he dead?
No, he wasn't. Honestly, I thought he was asleep. He was laying into the thing on the bed.
Jasper says she never fed the child. She never.
I swear she
didn't. She lied. She just told me that she lied about it. So obviously you and her talked about it. And if you want to save her, you're going to start telling me the truth.
Sir, I'm telling you
You're not
everything
telling me
that
the truth.
Yes, I am.
Your child has been a lot longer.
Lie detector test, please.
Okay.
Third time I've asked you.
Listen to me. The child has been deceased a lot longer than before the cops were called.
You guys have my phone. Call Marlon.
So is Jasper lying that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did you see Jasper feed the child before?
No, I cannot say that I physically saw anything happen.
You walked in there this morning to check on.
His thing was on the bed. If it wouldn't have been on the bed, I would have been tripping. When I realized
your other daughter. When did you put your other daughter to sleep last night?
I don't remember what time I got home from Logan, sir.
When did you check on your other daughter? How long was it? Till the next morning?
Till the next morning, yeah, because she goes to sleep.
And she goes to sleep, she wakes up. At what time did you check on her?
I honestly, before all this happened, she hadn't even gone off. I hadn't checked on her just yet.
From the time you put her to bed last night, or yesterday afternoon, all the way until the cops are called. When the cops are called, that's when you checked on her?
I walked back there. I listened for her. If she's good, I mean, she's had a butt change. I've been fighting a diaper rash since before Mom left. I've used every cream that I can find.
Jared.
I honestly don't know what time it was, sir.
Jasper just told me she did not feed the baby an hour before the cops were called. She just told me that.
No, I didn't say she fed her. I said fed him. I said to check on, keep an ear out on them. I never said, you had just said that, sir.
She's telling us.
That's what she's telling you?
She's telling us.
I'm trying to understand.
Jared, she told us earlier, an hour, the baby was fine an hour before the cops were called. She had fed the baby and changed the baby. She stuck with that for a little bit. I go in there and just talk to her. It was a lie. She did not feed the baby. She did not change the baby. She says, after the baby, she says she saw you walk into the room this morning to check on Joseph and feed Joseph.
Mm-hmm. I even made Joseph a bottle.
And he didn't take it, did he?
I swear.
Jared, listen to me. Jared, listen to me. I need you to tell me the truth.
Jared, he was alive the last I seen him.
When was the last time you seen him?
I put him in there. I swear I made a bottle this morning for him.
Jared, I need you to be honest with me.
I'm not lying to you, sir. I'm trying to figure it out in my own head. I'm very forgetful. I'm sorry. I promise you I'm not lying. So I said I wanted a lie detector.
Your son has been deceased for a lot longer than before the cops were called.
I didn't know.
I believe the child was deceased.
I didn't know.
But you're telling us you went in there and fed him and changed him, or just fed him. I don't know if you changed him or not.
I swear I did this
I'm going to be brutally honest with you.
I swear I did.
I'm going to be brutally honest with you, okay? Your child was not alive when you checked on this morning, and you knew that.
No, I didn't. I thought he was asleep. I did not know that.
So how did you feed him if he was asleep?
Because I was going to make the bottle. I was going to do everything I do every day, and I had it all lined up. I had the formula already out. I'd already talked to Mom because I need to get more formula because I'm low on formula.
So you didn't feed the baby?
I swear I went. I was going to make his bottle. I swear I gave him his bottle.
You didn't give him his bottle. You know why you didn't give him his bottle, Jared?
Because I didn't know he was. I wish you'd quit insinuating that I did.
I'm not.
You are.
Either you fed the baby,
And I'm sorry if I sound good, but you're insinuating that I knew that my son was.
Okay,
if I would have known that, I would have called you guys.
We can alleviate that. Either you made a bottle and the baby was fed, he took the bottle just like normal, or you made the bottle and he was still asleep and you didn't feed him the bottle.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
You do remember.
No, I don't.
Jared.
I don't remember.
Your child was this morning.
No, my child was not, or I would have called you guys this morning.
But you don't even remember it right now. You told us that, did he say earlier he fed the baby this morning?
I swear,
but now you don't know.
Routine.
So when we go over there, are we going to find a freshly made bottle? Are we going to find a bottle that was, are we going to find, I know, but are we going to find a bottle that was made this morning that you tried to give the baby that he didn't take?
Should be a Winnie the Pooh
Is there
bottle.
going to be
Should be a yellow Winnie the Pooh bottle.
with milk in there that was made this morning?
Should be, yes.
Jared, either you fed the baby this morning or
I
you didn't.
don't remember. Lie detector now.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this. Your baby was a lot longer.
I'm tired of you trying to get me to admit to something I don't know.
I just want you to tell me the truth. I want you to tell me the truth.
I don't know, sir. I didn't know there was anything wrong with my son.
I think you do know.
No, I don't.
And I think you and Jasper.
Polygraph now.
I think
Lawyer
you and Jasper.
now.
Lawyer up. All right. Have a seat.
I'm not
No, I'm
mad.
not talking. You're the lawyer. We gave you a chance to be honest.
I was. Yeah, polygraph before the lawyer.
All right, Jared. You are going to be placed under arrest. You're going to be transported to ABC, okay? All right. So the charges you're going to be booked under is child resulting. That's going to be 1 count, first-degree felony, okay? And then abandonment of use of a child. That's going to be 1 count, okay? That's going to be a 3rd degree. Do you have any questions or anything in reference to this? All right. Go ahead and stand up for me. Go ahead and place your hands behind your back.
I'm not lying when I say I have cerebral palsy. I have a messed up hip and a
We'll
messed
help
up
you.
knee.
We'll help you.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to sound any sort of...
We understand, okay?
Go ahead and try again.
You got it? Okay. All right.
A search warrant executed at the residence revealed multiple pipes, a soiled mattress, and spoiled food, along with a second found on a urine-soaked bed with severe diaper rash. That child was placed into protective custody. A friend of the father's told investigators she saw him the infant by the neck with both hands. The father was charged with 1 count of first-degree CA resulting in and 1 count of third-degree abandonment or just over a year earlier, and nearly 1,150 miles away, officers were called to a home for a case that would unfold far faster than the one before it. Unlike the previous case where investigators spent days reconciling conflicting timelines from multiple people, this one centered on a short window of time when one man was left home with a sleeping child. On June 23, 2025, Leon County, Florida, officers responded to a residence after a 911 call reporting that a 1-year-old child was not. Responding officers attempted life-saving measures, but the child was pronounced at a hospital. Police quickly uncovered signs of foul play, and the child's became a investigation.
Have you got in touch with mom yet? I got in touch with the auntie. I told the auntie to tell the mama meet y'all to the damn hospital with a baby. I found the unconscious. You already gave my partner your name and everything? Yes, I did. This your son? No, that ain't my son. That's my son-in-law. Okay. Son-in-law laid the baby down about 2 hours ago. Yeah. Mom, I would call me mom. Okay, but I went in the room, the fish did, baby. Let me go in and fish your bottle, and I said. Was they both asleep? Yeah, both of them asleep. They sleep close together. Yeah, no, I'm saying when you laid the other baby down, were they both asleep at the same time? You left for about 2 hours and you. Back and forth. Okay. But they be crawling, make sure it hit the floor. Okay. So I be back and forth. Lord, Jesus, praise now, y'all. I pray you, as you, Father God, don't let that baby. Y'all keep the baby locked for mom? I'll keep her, let she go to work, and I'll take them back over there too when she knocks off from work. She probably told me yesterday, she said, y'all know my baby. I said, yeah, I already know it's your kid, and I bring him back to the car. Okay. I don't beat nobody, kid. If somebody go to work, I need to know the kids, I do. Does she live on this side of town? She still on that side of town, yeah, and tell her that. What? How long you been here, Mom? Who? Yeah. You just came over here yesterday. They been here since yesterday? Yes. About what time yesterday? Yesterday evening around about 5 o'clock. 5 p.m. yesterday? Okay. I supposed to have took them home this morning. We go home today, but she said, as you y'all keep my key. Hey, my phone ringing. No. I know what she said, but I don't know. Okay, so she got the word already? Yeah. There you go, right there. Is this her right here? The mom on the way. I'm on the way. I'm trying to see what's going on. No. Sure. Who else here? I don't want a bunch of people coming in here that weren't here. Okay? Well, so just everybody back here. Everyone who was here, I know. We need to treat this very serious. I don't want anyone else going in the house that wasn't here. Okay. When my dog went to wait, he was still in the bed. I went in there and checked on, and I said I want to cook them some noodles. Put my forehead, my head right down. I keep all these kids. Like the mom go to work. I go to take care of business. I just heard somebody say something about an ear infection. Where's mom? She's on the way. They don't really know anything. They didn't know the baby's last name. They have a phone number for mom. The lady says she keeps the baby for mom. They said that the baby hadn't been sick at all, that they know of. Son-in-law laid the baby down. Co-sleeping? Well, son-in-law said the baby slept in the bed with him, but he said he laid both of them down in the bed. They were asleep. He left for about 2 hours, came back to check on them, and found the one unresponsive. Excuse me, can you show me the room where the baby was laying down at? They sleep over there. They was in this bed? Yeah, and then I be back and forth, so I check on them. So when I leave out the room, I stay out the room for maybe like an hour or two, then I come back, check on them. Well, when you were squeezing the bottle, did you see like any of the apple juice or? Oh, this lemonade. Lemonade. Did you see any lemonade? No. If you could just set that down for me. Right now, we got to call the investigators down and stuff till we find out what's what. They'll be coming also. They'll probably want to talk to you too.
That following day, investigators interviewed the man about the night before. He described putting the child and her twin to sleep, leaving them for about 2 hours, and later checking on them. Investigators also identified who else had been inside the home.
Let me tell you how this is going to go. So, like DCF is probably going to want to talk to you. You already know that. They're going to interview everybody that's in the house. We're going to have to go back and interview everybody that's in the house too. And then we're going to do the same. The kids will obviously be interviewed, but DCF is going to interview them. We handle the adults for the most part. So when you were talking to us the other day, you said, obviously, and Arthur were in the living room. Okay. Was there anybody else in the living room? Okay. And this is very important. I just want to know who all was coming and going from the house. At that point that you're pacing around the living room, do you see Katrina come in at all? Okay. And you said the door would have been locked, so she can't come in. Okay.
She knew how to get in, but
how do you get in? How do you get in? There's like a secret way?
Well, it's 3 ways you can get in.
Yeah.
Like, you got me, you got me in my old lady room.
Oh, okay. Like coming in through a window?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all keep the windows unlocked? Okay.
It's another way, like, coming through, like, my brother-in-law room window. And then you can just, like, come in the front door, like, you just pick the lock.
Yeah.
It just...
Okay. Has she ever done that before?
I never seen it.
Okay. Alright. Seems like she's just happy to have a place on the porch to lay her head when it's raining. She's not gonna mess that up. So, anytime she does that, she has to ask permission, kind of thing.
Well, I'll be there. If I'm there and my mother-in-law there, I just, like, walk to the pond. Then so she be there, so she be watching her.
Okay, but she's not allowed free access to the house on her own because of you know issues that she smokes. Yeah,
she smokes rocks.
Oh, not rocks. Old school. Okay.
But sometimes she do like.
Yeah. So going back to you in the living room, you don't see Katrina come through the living room. It's just you pacing around for an hour because you're stressed. It's mother-in-law and Arthur there. So just Letha, Arthur, you. Do you see where's Marquez at that point?
Oh, he was in his room. Okay. He was asleep. See, I get up in morning time.
Yeah.
When I get up, all of them still be asleep.
Okay. Marquez wakes up late normally?
He get up around about like 1, 2,
yeah,
3.
That's what the detective said yesterday. While all this was going on in the house, he was asleep until like 12:30, and then he woke up. So he got games in his room.
Yeah, all of them got games.
Okay, so that's what the deal is. He's up all night, playing Madden or something. I don't know.
We play Fortnite. See, we play
Fortnite. Yeah, my son plays Fortnite too. Yeah. So is Marquez in charge of taking care of any of the kids that were there?
Well, he was asleep.
He was asleep. Okay. Where was King and Camarius? Where were they at while you were in the living room pacing around?
Oh, they was in the other room. The three boys. They was in the other room.
What are the 3 boys' names that were in the other room?
Oh, you got King. You got King, K. Morris, and Junior. So
Rexavius Jr. and then King and Camarius, they stay in one room by themselves?
Yeah, they sleep together.
Okay. Is there any adults stay in that room or just them?
No, they just be them.
Okay.
They play the game too.
They were asleep. I'm assuming you didn't see them in the living room while you were pacing around? Okay.
They keep the door closed.
They what?
The door be closed.
They keep the door closed? Now, Letitia's kids, Javante and Adriana.
Oh, they sleep in the living room.
Okay, so when you were pacing around, were they in the living room?
Well, she was on the floor. And he was in the couch. He was on the couch with his grandma.
Yeah. And Adriana's what, 8? 7, 8?
I think so.
Okay. So that's all the people that was in the house.
Yep.
You go into the living room. Mother-in-law Letha, you, mother-in-law's husband Arthur, and then your girl, Letitia's 2 kids are in there asleep. Are they asleep or are they awake?
No, they were asleep.
Okay. And then everybody else is in different bedrooms in the house. The hard part, we did autopsy today. Some of the things we learned at autopsy. You and Letitia, would you consider yourselves in love with each other? Okay. I know you're not going to say anything bad about her.
The man described the adults and children who were in the house, including 3 boys who slept in another room with the door closed. He also explained who was present in the living room and how one family member could access the residence.
You know, we're looking at the possibility, is kind of where our investigation's going, that Letitia, during the night, I need you to tell me, like, truthfully, like, what happened during the night. Like, what did Letitia do? You know, if you saw anything.
Oh, no, she not everything was going good.
Did she lose her temper? Okay. Was she stressed out?
See, she go to sleep before me.
Okay. So you kind of have to stay up with the kids, right? What time did your girl lay down to go to sleep? The night before?
Well, when she come in from work, she'll take a shower. She'll eat. She'll let food digest, then she'll lay down and go to sleep.
Yeah. About what time was that? Was it late? Was it early? Because I know she had work the next morning, so.
It'd be like in the afternoon when she come, because she be tired. And then when she go to sleep. Oh, I was in the room with my stepson playing the game.
Okay, so you and Marquise, what were y'all playing, Fortnite? I'm binging on the Fortnite. How long were you in there playing Fortnite with him before you went back in the bedroom to take care of?
Oh, I've been there for a good little minute.
Okay. You think it was midnight or later when you went back to y'all's bedroom where everybody was sleeping, or what
It'd be between like 1, 2 when I go.
1 or 2 a.m. when you go in there. But would you say, like, primarily through the night, you're the one, because you're not going to work next morning, are you the one that has to kind of get up and take care of the babies? Okay, that's big, that's big. And then you told me from that point on, you weren't really able to go to sleep. Okay, so if you woke up at 7:30,
that's when I go to the stove.
Was Letitia already gone by the
Yeah, she was already gone. Yeah.
So you wake up, she's gone.
Yeah.
Do you remember, even though you're laying in bed, but do you remember at any point hearing or seeing her when she got up to get dressed to go to work? Okay, you slept through all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you woke up at 7:30, do you check the kids to make sure they're okay? Or at least look at them?
Well, yeah, before I go.
Yeah.
Because I had went, well, when I got up about that time, I had went to the store then.
Okay. So you go out. When you go out, do you see Katrina either on the porch or in the vehicle sleeping?
Well, sometimes but when I go out there, it's like, sometimes she don't need to be out there.
She's out doing whatever. She been out all night.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. All right, so did you see her Sunday morning though?
I seen her Sunday night.
No, Sunday morning when you left to go to Brian's store.
Monday morning.
Well, Monday morning, sorry. Monday morning when you went to Brian's store. Did you see her?
Oh, she was in the truck.
Okay.
With the door.
And that's the morning that...
She was on the porch.
Okay. So you saw Katrina on the porch. Was she sitting, sleeping? Was she awake? What was she doing?
No, she was sleeping. No, well, she was up because she was on the porch.
Okay.
And I was like, what up? I was like, Auntie. And then that's when I walked.
Yeah.
Well, when I get up, she still be asleep.
Yeah.
So but when I came back, she was up.
Okay.
I was like, what up,
When
Auntie?
you came back, she was up.
Yeah.
So you go back into the bedroom after going to the bathroom, smoking the blunt. What do you see or what's going on in the bedroom once you leave the bathroom?
I don't see nothing.
Yeah.
Never.
When was the next time, I guess, that you had any issue with either one of the two kids?
I didn't know that issue with them.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is because I talked to your mother-in-law, who, while you're on a mission, sleeps in the living room. And she says I was up by that point. She said he never came. I didn't see him come out of the living room and pace at all.
Well, they be sleeping when I go to them.
And here's the other thing. Well, with our timeline, like you said, you go to the store at 7:30. You're back by 8. You're smoking in the bathroom until you burn a blunt down. So now we're talking, 8:15, 8:30-ish.
Yeah.
I'm not holding you down to a minute. I'm just trying to get the timeline straight. But 911 said that's 8:30. And then 911 gets called at like 9:14.
9:14.
Yeah, so not even an hour later. So, could you really been pacing for an hour or two in the living room with that timeline? Okay. So what were you doing?
Well, they were asleep.
They were asleep? Okay. Because she said she had been up and she was sitting in a recliner.
No, they be asleep in the morning time. Like, they don't need to get up around like 7.
As far as you know, nobody else went in that room? Okay. Your bedroom door, the bedroom door that goes into the living room, do y'all sleep with it locked or with it unlocked?
Well, sometimes they be unlocked sometimes.
But Sunday night, Monday morning, when you went to the store, was that bedroom door locked or unlocked?
Yeah, it was locked.
The door going from your bedroom into the living room?
Oh, no, it wasn't locked. It wasn't locked.
So I have to ask, could this be Letha that lost her temper? The baby's crying. Maybe she's been having to listen to it all night,
Well, no, she ain't gonna do nothing like that. But she'll tell them to be quiet, though.
You've been living with your girlfriend Letitia for a while. Her family have brought you into their house, right? It's one of their own, part of the family.
Yeah.
Roof over your head and everything else.
Yes,
they're not requiring you to work or anything like that to pay rent.
Well, I'm trying to get mom so I can help.
Well, I know, but they're not forcing you to.
I'm not.
Yeah. They care for you. Obviously, you're part of their family, and I can tell you care for them, right?
Yeah.
If you care for them, why are you going to let them get blamed for you having a natural human reaction and losing your temper and an accident happening because you haven't slept all night long?
I don't lose my temper.
Okay. Well, that's even worse if you didn't lose your temper.
I don't never lose my temper. Only time I lose my temper, like, unless somebody mess with me. Like, that's the only way. Like, other than that, nah.
Well, I don't want you to compound what was I've got 3 kids, all right?
I have 1.
Okay.
I have a little girl.
Yeah, but here's the difference. I was at home with all of my kids, and I was walking them all night long when they were crying with acid reflux, with all the earaches. My son, for the first year of his life, had acid reflux so bad, he would not sleep through the night. We could not give him 4-hour feedings. We could not give him 6-hour feedings for the night. He had to be fed every 2 hours. Because if we fed him any more than like an ounce at a time, he would projectile vomit it up. You know what I'm saying? But if you only feed them, if you don't feed them but an ounce, every 6 hours, what happens? Baby starts losing weight, baby gets sick, baby dies. So around the clock, every hour and a half, this tiny little bit of milk.
Oh, no, they don't drink.
Yeah, I'm talking about my kid.
Oh.
So I know what it's like to stay up all night long, with a kid, walking them because they're colicky, because they got reflux, because they're crying, and they just will not go to sleep. I know how frustrating that is, and I know what lack of sleep does to a person. You make decisions that you wouldn't normally make, and you have reactions that you wouldn't normally have. kid was hit. That is a scientific fact, okay? A pathologist, we had an autopsy this morning, and I don't want to give you the details of what an autopsy is like. It's horrendous. An autopsy, that's basically when they take the human body apart to figure out what exactly caused that person's death. And I've seen hundreds of those. I'm glad that you don't have to see them. But now that this has happened, are you sorry that it happened? I hope that you are, right? Would you change it if you could? If you could go back and do things a different way, would you change it if you could? You're nodding your head yes, and I get that. And that tells me that it's not a mistake of the mind. It's not some evil thought that you had in your mind. You know, you didn't want to do anything to hurt anybody. But again, there's a mistake of the mind, all right? But you got to tell us. You have to be the one to tell us whether this was accidental or whether it was, again, just not a mistake, something that you intended to do. But I don't believe that you intended to do it because there's no reason for you to intend to do it. You know what I mean? And I see the tears, so I can tell that you got a heart. I've been talking to you for 2 days now. You have never struck me as a person that's got a bad bone in their body. You've just been as happy and as jovial. You know, despite everything that's going on, you've been happy and jovial the whole time. And that's important to me, and that's important to you. Hold on to that. At the end, you did what was right, no matter how much it was going to cost you, okay? Just tell me what happened, okay? I know it's hard. I can't promise you you'll feel better, but I know I'm the only person you've told.
I love kids, man.
Yeah. Can you go get some tissue? Thank you.
That was my cousin-in-law, bruh. That was my cousin-in-law.
I don't know. They've been around you all this time. They know you. They know there's not a bad bone in your body.
I'm a good person.
I know you are. Why do you think I don't have you cuffed right now? Okay. She knows you're not a bad person. That's why she takes kids over there. They all know you're a good person. Tell your story. Don't let somebody else tell it. Don't let me tell it. You tell your story. Tell me what happened.
You didn't actually go to the store, did you?
Yeah, I went because I got a piggy bank in my room. I got change in there.
Did you go inside the store?
Yeah, I went inside the store.
You bought a blunt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause that's when I came.
Well, we're gonna go there and look at camera footage. So we're gonna see you in there buying a blunt at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay. But the fact of the matter still remains. You talked to me about how stressed you were and how tired you were. And I'm thinking back to when my oldest was about 1 and how stressed I was and how tired I was. And all it would have taken was just one more thing and I probably would have snapped too. Thank God I didn't. Okay? Can I ask you a question? And I hope you'll tell me the truth. Do you mix anything with your weed? No? Okay. No? Alright. Straight.
You drank anything that morning?
No.
Had you been drinking that night?
You're not a big drinker, are you? I can tell. Why not?
I drink sometimes.
Yeah.
I drink like every blue moon.
Yeah. I can tell you're not a big drinker. You stop me and you correct me if anything I say is not 100% right. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You stop me. Don't be afraid. You stop me and you tell me if I got something wrong. Everything that you told me in the last interview when I talked to you the last time about what happened Friday evening, all that's true and correct?
Yes.
Okay, and then Saturday evening, is everything true and correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong, or you tell me, just so I have it right. Did Leticia wake up and help then, or was she asleep through all of that?
No, she was asleep.
She slept through that. Okay. Sit tight for me here a little bit. I gotta make some phone calls, see how we're gonna handle the situation. Okay. I'll try to get back into here with you as soon as I can. Okay.
I don't want to go to jail, man.
I don't want you to go to jail either. I really don't. I don't want anybody to go to jail. You know. I don't want kids to either. You know, there's a lot of things I want in this world. It's a conundrum, really. Because you are being detained up here. Right, by policy. By policy, I have to put you up to security. Okay, so slide over this way. I'm not going to cuff your hands because there's no point. All right, you just slide them off the back of this chair. I'm going to put this around your ankle. Okay, there. No, that way it won't tighten up. You're being charged with murder, and you're being charged with aggravated child abuse. It's based on the evidence, our findings, your statements, everything that you told us. Didn't twist your words or anything like that. Everything you said has been recorded. Presented it to the state. They concurred that you should be charged with. So from here, you're going to be transported out to Leon County Jail, waiting on that officer to come and get you.
Investigators continued pressing the man about what happened after he returned from the store. He confirmed buying a and maintained that his partner had been asleep. Investigators will be placing him in restraints and told him he was being charged based on the evidence and his statements.
Do you know girlfriend's number or mom's number or mother-in-law's number?
Not by heart.
Okay. I'm going to write them down on a piece of paper so you have them. Okay. Let me ask you this. On the way here, when I asked you where your girlfriend was, you said that her and her mama had left.
Yeah, it was already gone.
Where did they go?
Or they had to, they said they were going to get her son to help them move.
Help them move? Help who move?
My mother-in-law now.
Your mother-in-law and your girlfriend are moving out of the house on Saxon Street?
Yeah.
Did you tell them what happened? And that's why they're moving?
No, they already know. The ladies, I guess, what you call it?
Landlord?
No, the,
DCF?
Yeah.
Okay. The lady said what?
I don't know, I ain't go with them.
Okay. Were they planning on leaving you at Saxon Street and just her and her mama were moving somewhere else?
No, all of us were moving.
Okay.
But I can't go to jail, bro.
I want you to objectively think about it for a second.
But I told the truth, though.
I know you told the truth.
Why I can't go home, bro?
If I walk down the street today and I shoot somebody in the face, but I tell the truth, does that mean I get to go home?
If you told the truth.
That doesn't mean you get to go home. You still committed a crime.
I'll write those numbers down for you, okay?
So I can't call?
Not from here. Well, actually, yeah, you can. Girlfriend's number, will she answer?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. You can. Let me get a phone. It's on speaker. You cannot touch or otherwise manipulate the phone, mash any numbers, make any calls, or send any texts, okay?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on?
They charged me with and batteries.
For real, bro?
Yeah.
Man, what you want me to do? Call your mama now?
No, bro.
Why? Why not?
Hell nah, cause they ain't gonna do nothing.
So you gonna sit there and take a charge that you ain't doing? So you wanna go down the road? That's basically you telling me.
That's what the man said. He came back in here and told me that I've been charged with murder and battery assault.
So I'm asking you. So I mean, you gonna take the charge? So you don't want no help?
Yeah, I do, but shit.
So what says so you don't want me to tell your mama them?
No, they not gonna do nothing.
Be listening out for his call from the jail within the next he'll probably be able to call you within 3 hours. You know, he should be booked in and able to call you, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and stand up for him. Turn around, put your hand back on your butt.
According to police and court documents, the victim suffered multiple to the head with a fist. The man later confessed to her and said he had smoked before wanting to play with her. He was later indicted on charges of first-degree and aggravated CA. About 8 months earlier, just over 1,050 miles away, officers were pulled into a case that raised a different question about who bears responsibility for child safety. Unlike the previous case where a parent's own actions were at the center of the investigation, the person being questioned this time wasn't a parent at all, but someone hired to look after 2 children for the day. On October 16, 2024, Ector County, Texas, officers responded to a residence after 2 one-year-old twins were found in a bathtub. Both children later and investigators began questioning the woman who had been caring for them that morning.
I'm assisting on the investigation, and I don't have any information on that right now. Okay, we're just a lot of moving parts trying to figure out kind of what's going on. We're still just trying to kind of figure out what's going on, what happened, everything that led up to today. Yeah. All right, so start from the beginning. Kind of tell me about today.
So I woke up, the twins were crying, and I took their diapers off.
Who are the twins? Fill me in on the twins, okay?
Honestly, I'm like, nothing could have been for now, just so f***ed up.
Okay. Describe it to me. How old are they?
They just turned 1 yesterday.
All right, so you woke up. What time do you think you woke up?
Charlotte and Hazel, I can never get
Charlotte and Hazel, okay.
I don't know, it was like 10:40 something.
Woke up at 10:40 something this morning?
10 something.
And you said they're crying?
They're crying.
Okay.
And then I let Brayden in the room with his mom.
Okay.
And then I went and took their diapers off, and I put them in the tub. I took everything out. All that was in there was the toys, and I left the water running.
Okay.
And then I went to the room next door.
Okay.
She was screaming.
Was Mom sleeping?
No, she was awake.
She was awake?
Everybody was awake.
I haven't been there, so describe to me the bathtub. Is it like a big jacuzzi tub? Is it a normal bathtub?
It's a regular sized tub.
Okay, like a regular sized tub that can be used as a shower.
I didn't put no towels in there, because usually I put a towel so it can fill up.
Okay.
And I turn it off. I didn't. There's a toy in a big rubber band stuck in like a hair tie, but those big ones.
Okay.
Was stuck in there.
Okay, like a scrunchie?
Yeah.
Okay, so you used a scrunchie to...
I took, and then there's like these finger toys that they put on the fingers to play with, and that was in there as well.
Okay, so...
And I think that's what's the talking water.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
When you go to put them in there, do you plug the tub from the beginning and turn on the water?
No, I didn't plug it in.
Okay.
I didn't plug it in. There was a bunch of toys in there.
Okay, and at this point, is the water just going straight down the drain?
Yeah.
Okay.
But whenever I went to go take the water out, there was a toy, a little orange finger toy, and then there was a black big scratch.
Okay. And then you go to the other room?
Yeah, the room right next door.
Okay, how long were you in that other room?
I don't know, I was watching TV.
Okay.
I was in
Okay, if you had to estimate, are we talking 5 minutes, are we talking 15 minutes, maybe an hour? Okay, maybe like 20 minutes? Okay. And so you think the water's just running straight down? What would be the purpose of it running straight down? You know what I mean? Like, what would be the purpose of putting them in the tub if you didn't?
Because they play with the toys all the time.
Okay, so they're just in there to play?
Yeah.
And the water's just running straight down?
Yes.
Okay. Are they supposed to be bathing during this time,
They're
or they're just playing?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're just there to play.
I bathe every morning.
What's that?
I bathe them every morning.
You bathe them every morning?
Mhm.
Okay. Was this a day that you were going to bathe them? Was that your intent with this?
Well, I just put them in there because I have poop. So I was just letting them, like, sit in there and let the water run.
Okay, so they had poop on themselves, and then you said you heard screaming. Tell me about that.
I heard Charlotte screaming, and then the babies were laying on the bed. Their lips were all purple, and I just grabbed them and started doing behind the color.
Okay.
The woman being questioned was the twins' regular caretaker, hired by their mother to look after the children in the home. Before this interview took place, first responders had been called to the residence, and both infants were taken to a hospital, where they were later pronounced.
And you said that when you went in there was a scrunchie and a
Yeah.
toy. Was this afterwards, or when you heard the screaming? When did you see the scrunchie and the toy?
Afterwards.
Afterwards? Okay, so after she had already taken the babies out, is this after you did the Heimlich that you said? Okay. Did that scrunchie and toy stop up the tub? Okay. And you said normally you use a towel whenever you're going to plug it. What was the scrunchie in the bathtub for?
I don't know.
No idea.
Probably one of the kids. All the kids bathe in that tub.
Okay.
Because she has two older ones. She bathes in there as well.
At the time that you put the kids in the bathtub, you said the mother was awake and she was in the bedroom, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you had put Brayden in there with her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her door should have been open.
Who, at that time, who did you think was watching the kids? Would that have been you at that time? The
Yeah.
twins? Okay. Do you normally leave them in the tub for that period of time?
No.
No? Okay. How did it happen that that's what happened today?
I dozed off. I was tired. I was up with the other kids till about 4 in the morning.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the two girls, I was up with them until about 4 or 5. And I dozed off for a little bit.
How long do you think you dozed off for? Is that why you're not sure of the time period?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
I was there for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Because if I had my phone, I could tell you the times. Because I got up and I looked at my phone, and it was like 10:31. Brayden was in front of the door, and I unlocked her door and I let him in. And she told me something, I can't remember what she said. And I was like, well, I gotta get my babies. You're calling me. Like I always say that whenever they start crying. So my babies are calling me, and I was like, ooh, you stink. And then I took one diaper off and I put her in there. And the water's running already. I didn't put nothing in. It was just toys. I went and got the other toys and I dressed her through there's a bag of trash right by the door, and I threw the diaper right in there. And I put her in the tub.
Okay.
And then I made sure that the water was running. I might do this every day. I've been watching them for 3 years.
Yeah.
I know this. I'm not stupid. And I went to the other room and I started watching Abbott Elementary, and I dozed off for a little bit. But like I said, I have like 24/7.
Okay. All right.
I'm always watching them.
Okay. Nobody thinks that you did anything
No, she
intentionally. Who does?
She was screaming. She's like, what did you do?
Okay. Well, when people are worried and when people are shocked and taken back, sometimes they say things that they don't mean, or they say things out of anger, concern. All right. So do you normally live there at the home?
She picks me up from my house and she's like, I'm gonna bring you home after I get off work, and then she keeps me on the work. She's like, hey, you just wanna work. I think it's like, I'm honestly with the kids all the time. I haven't celebrated anything in like 3 years. I don't do nothing, I'm just there.
Tell me about this scrunchie. Can you describe it to me?
Scrunchie with a I don't know, I would say this is like a long time. I don't know where that all came from, to be honest.
Okay, all right, so a black scrunchie, hair tie.
Yeah, I think it came out of Madison's hair because she's the only one that leaves and comes back. Because we have these. We use these or the little plastic ones.
Okay, and this one is more fluffy.
Yeah, I've never seen, like, I've literally never seen this before.
And you said that it was with a...
It was like, you know those little finger chairs that they get? They're like little, they're like little aliens.
Okay.
If you go to the house, there's a bunch there. They're all over the floor. Okay. And I just seen that little orange toy and I grabbed it. I was like, this is what was popping it up. And when I picked up the toy, I felt something in there, and there was a friggin' scrunchie.
All right, so the scrunchie somehow got stuck in the tub, and then
the orange toy was on top of it.
Okay. And you said it's like an orange alien toy?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be right there on the side of the tub because I just grabbed it and threw it.
Okay. How heavy was the water running? Describe that flow to me. Was it like a low flow? Was it?
The tub flowed pretty fast.
Okay. So
yeah.
Filling up pretty fast. Okay.
Yeah, like they always freaking, the bigger kids, they turn them on and overflow the tub all the time, but they're always freaking jumping in and out.
Okay. When you put them in there, was your plan to go back and bathe them?
Yes.
Okay.
I had the soap and everything on the side, like, and I had a towel right there.
You think that one of the twins put that scrunchie in the...
They're only,
what's that?
They're only 1 year old. Yeah. They stick everything in their mouth.
You think there's a possibility that you put the scrunchie in to plug the tub?
Yeah.
You know, with plans of going back and bathing them? No?
No, like I said, I've never seen the scrunchies though. How?
Okay.
Why would I do that?
Okay. Can you describe to me this orange alien toy, like a size or a shape?
It's like a finger toy. I don't know. The grandma's always buying it.
Like how long is it? If you had to give me a length.
I think it's like that big.
Okay. And how wide is it?
The size of a finger.
Size of a finger? Okay. So you said you hear the screaming. She's got the babies on the bed. You go over and you try to help with Heimlich, as you described. Then you go back into the bathroom and you see that the water is it overflowing at this point? Okay. Is the water still on?
Sure, I think so. No.
Okay. And then...
Wait.
Okay, the water's off at this point?
I just ran that way. No, it wasn't. I turned it off.
Okay, so it's still running at this point?
Yeah.
So the water's still running. Did you remove those items from the drain?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I took your car from the side.
And you said you threw them on the side?
Yeah, the side of the tub.
On the side of the tub? Okay, so is there like a lip on the side of the tub?
No, so it's a small bathroom. You walk in, there's a cabinet in the mirror, there's a toilet, and then there's a tub, and that's it. I always have like a towel because I kneel right there, and then I bathe them. So right here in the corner, I have the soap, and then I have some towels and stuff, and that's why I just grab them and throw them right there, outside of the tub.
Okay. Has anything like this ever happened before?
No.
With the kids? Have you ever dozed off while you're playing in the water?
No.
Because you said you woke up at about 10:40, and then you just opened the mom's door. Okay, put him in there?
Yeah.
Okay. When you think back, you said that she said something to you?
Yeah, I don't know what she said. I just told her, oh, gotta go, my babies are calling.
All right. Is she normally awake at this time?
No, she should have been up with me. Okay. Because I'm supposed to be resting in the morning.
She's taking care of Charlotte and Hazel their whole life?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Well, honestly, I watched all of her kids, even her oldest one when she was 8.
Was there anybody else in the house other than...
Her and Carlos.
Carlos.
Her brother.
Okay. What was Carlos doing during this?
I thought he was at work, to be honest.
Okay. Is he ever assist in caring for the kids?
No.
Okay.
He does anything but me.
All right. Including Charlotte?
Officers determined the children had been left in the water for at least 30 minutes. The mother's brother's discovery is what triggered the emergency response that brought them to a hospital before this interview took place.
What happened to baby boy?
She wouldn't let me leave. That day, she was like, I need to watch the kids and I'm going to get married tomorrow. That's crazy. On my birthday, I went to her job because she was in my tent. I went to her house and I had 2 drinks with my mom and my husband and my sister, and then we went to watch the kids. New Year's, I haven't done nothing. In the past years, I haven't done nothing. I had to go to El Paso with my husband on the 28th. freaking interview with our lawyer on the 21st. Like, I'm just stressing out.
The interview with your lawyer for what?
My husband, I barely went to jail for something that I didn't even freaking do.
Okay.
And then I just barely got the papers that they dismissed it, so.
Oh, okay. Okay, you said that she works at, Bar 10. What does she do there?
She's the manager.
The manager of Bar 10?
Well, she's like a bartender in the server, but she's like a shift manager.
Okay. So you provide all this child care for the family. How do they pay? Do they pay by the hour? Do they?
No, like $8, like from 5 to whatever, she'll give me like $8.
Okay, from 5 till she gets home after. Okay. So then in the morning when you're there, you stay the night?
Well,
are you getting paid?
So in the morning, basically, she sees it as me living there because I'm always there. It's just like I can eat and stuff, shower, you know.
Okay, all right. So in kind of in exchange for living expenses kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay. So you get paid from the hours of 5 to 1, and then in between then, you kind of just help out in return for exchange of living expenses.
Officers who responded to the scene documented a towel plugging the tub's drain when they arrived. That detail contradicts her account of what was in the bathroom, and she disputes both its presence and the color she's told it was.
When the officers got there, there was a blue towel still plugging the drain.
There's no blue towels. There's no blue towels in there, so I know that's a lie.
Okay.
They can take a picture. There's no blue towels. There was a light green one and a gray one. No blue towels at all.
Okay. And I can get a picture. We can try to, because Emily took a picture of it, we could try to figure out if it was, one
There
thing.
shouldn't be no towels plugged in the train because I literally took out that toy and that scrunchie. There was a white towel on the floor. There's a trash can right there. I can tell you exactly where
This gray one that was there, I'm thinking maybe it could have fallen in afterwards. Describe that towel to me.
It's a little gray bath towel.
Okay. I know you say bath towel, so a lot of people have bath towels, some people say that what you dry your body with is a bath towel.
No,
some people say what you dry your hands with.
A wash.
Okay, like a washcloth?
Yeah.
Would it be like this size?
No, it's like 2 of these maybe.
Okay.
That big.
Okay, and that's gray?
Yes.
Is it dark gray?
Light gray, maybe. Where's Charlotte and then everybody else?
Everybody else is still, I believe, either speaking with officers. I don't know, I'm only here with you, so I don't want to tell you, like I said, I don't want to tell you anything untrue, because I don't know for certain.
Hey, Joanna, this is what's going on, okay? You are going to be charged with injury to a child, 2 of them, for causing the death of those babies, okay? We're waiting on patrol officers to get here so we can transport you to the jail, okay?
What?
Do you have questions?
Yes, because I've been sitting in here, nobody's told me anything.
Okay, but we were working on the search warrants for the home. We were working on getting with the judge to get your warrant signed, okay? For both of the babies deceased. And they were under your care, okay? You left them unattended in the bathtub. So those are what your warrants are for, okay? And we'll be back in here shortly.
Why am I not going to jail?
Because you are the babysitter, you were the one in charge of taking care of those kids. You are the one. You are the one. It doesn't matter if you were supposed to be or not. You did, and you are the one that placed them in the bathtub. Okay. So that is the reason why.
So nobody else is going to jail, not even for the other that's in the house.
Okay. We're doing a search warrant on the house. We're going through everything in the house. We'll deal with that once that comes. But right now, our concern is obviously those 2 little babies. Okay.
Hello, ma'am. I'm going to take you to jail, okay?
Can I pee?
We can get to jail.
No, I cannot. I'm going to pee in your car. I really have to wait. I cannot wait. My bladder slips.
Investigators determined the twins after being left unattended in a running bathtub while in the woman's care. She was charged with 2 counts of with prosecutors arguing she knowingly committed an act clearly dangerous to human life. A jury found her guilty on both counts, and she was sentenced to 2 life terms, 1 for each count, with eligibility of parole after 35 years.